doing whatever you're doing, but I am going to go ahead and do that.
All right, so this is it. This is the official first episode, right?
Yes.
All right.
You gonna join us?
Episode 1, baby.
All right.
May the 4th. Now that we've started, I just want to say,
Oh, wait.
I quit.
Are you going to stay there?
I can't. This is why I think they should be facing the other way.
I thought he was going to move forward. So.
Oh, okay. See, perfect. All right, so I just wanted... Yeah, dude, you're hanging out. Bear Thing wants you. So...
Really what it just comes down to is whoever Bear Thing is hanging out with is who's...
Yeah, well, no, I actually wanted to go ahead and announce my retirement.
Okay.
I'm going to be leaving the show. It's been a good run.
We've literally
been a
recorded
pleasure.
6 things and put none of... Wait, no.
What?
We've
No,
recorded
this
way
is-
more than 6.
This is 1, though. This is episode 1.
Yeah,
I'm
we-
announcing my retirement.
60 seconds in.
Yeah, I'm going to quit. Michael is my replacement.
All right.
Bear Thing is picking him up, so you guys keep it up, and everything without me. It's been a good trip.
What's that? Where's my vape? I found it.
It's been a good trip. I've decided that I hate everyone,
We've all known that, though.
and I'm just sick and tired of it.
You've known that.
I don't want to be part of this
You made it
world
sound like
anymore.
that's a decision you all of a sudden just realized. You're like, I hate people.
So I'm done. Oh, well, I've known I've hated people, but I've tolerated them for a long time, and I'm tired of tolerating them. I exploded on Maddie last night for no reason.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah, I was pissed.
Oh, my God.
I was pissed. I'm pissed at everybody. All right? And you're no exception to this. I'm pissed at you, too. Don't think just because I'm telling you.
The difference is you're telling me and I don't care.
Don't think just because I'm telling you means that you're off the hook.
You can be pissed all you want.
And I'm going to go ahead and just say the main reason I'm pissed at you is because you like Spartacus. Or with Blood and Sand. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
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 That's like the main reason.
Where did that come from?
I'm just mad at you.
Okay. It's like, I don't remember that being a conversation topic ever, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it has when you tried to get me to watch it. And I was like, this is really terrible.
When did I try to get you to watch it?
Probably back at Hamilton's.
Oh, you're probably right. Alright. Yeah, no, during that time period, I definitely was like, frick, yeah.
You were so into it. Like,
Dude.
every single series it had. And then all of a sudden Game of Thrones came out. And now everyone's hooked to that. And it's garbage. And I was supposed to, like... I had a thing going, because I don't even really like TV.
Hey, Michael, do you watch Game of Thrones?
No, I haven't.
Alright, see, there you
Wow,
go.
okay.
You're
Michael,
not alone.
I found one person. You've given me a reason to continue to exist.
So there's
one person that just doesn't like it.
reason I asked that question.
Well, okay, have you watched it and don't like it? Like, did you watch an episode or so? Because I watched the first 3 seasons hoping that there was more to it than, this is just a really, like, heavy plot-driven softcore porn. And I was like, there's got to be more to it, though. There's got to be more to it.
I mean, once you get past season 3,
there's no substance.
Once you get past season 3, there's no more hard or softcore porn. There's like flashes of nudity, like a normal movie would have. But it's no longer just softcore porn past the.
It's no longer like, hey, let's spend 5 minutes watching this guy in the whorehouse.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
They got rid of that.
Because maybe I do like the show. Maybe
did the whole
I shouldn't
sex
be...
thing because it was like it's
sex
rough.
sells.
Yes, it's
Sex
rough.
sells.
And the first 3 seasons is rough because you have a lot of character development that most shows don't have for 3 full seasons. And even like by the 5th season when you really get everybody's character development done.
Mm-hmm.
So
you've gotten well into it.
Oh, and I'm
caught up.
Yeah, I'm watching
He's on season 8. Yeah, see, and this is another reason I'm mad at James is because he likes Spartacus and he likes freaking Game of Thrones.
I'm also like not. I'm a cultured person.
And you're a
yes. Yes.
I'm finding my words.
A Gemini, because yes, I am.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yes, you're a Gemini. That's true.
That's a new movie.
But that's
I
not
know,
what
I'm
I
excited
meant.
about that. Gemini Man, Will Smith.
He's a good actor.
I would not watch it if it had Will Ferrell.
That would be something.
Oh, by the way, the other guys.
The Other Guys. That's the name of that
That's
movie.
the name of that movie.
Yeah. You know what movie I haven't seen that I want to see? Dude, The Other Guys.
Yeah,
so
it was
good.
good.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I want to see the movie The Losers. I never watched that movie, but I remember seeing the trailer whenever it first was coming out.
I mean, that sounds familiar, but I have no clue.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just remember watching the trailer. I don't even remember the trailer. I just remember watching the trailer. And I was like, I should get around to watching that.
I'm actually really curious if, like, at some point, well, it doesn't matter. I'll say what I'm thinking later. Because it literally has just to do with that.
Oh, okay.
Nothing at all.
Are you talking about the? You talking about that?
Yeah, the process. That.
I mean, it's yeah, that is really. We try not to mention that Because it's like a child, like when you're a child and you're like, oh, I close my eyes, so you can't.
Oh yeah. You can't
see me. Or you cover yourself in the covers because there's a monster coming. Like we just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay,
don't worry about that.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well, today we also have with us Einie, better known as Einstein. This is Michael's dog. He won't bark or say hi because I don't think he's trained to do that.
So he's a good dog.
Yeah, I mean, he does bark.
He's one of the few good dogs.
I rarely hear him bark, but he did bark like twice today.
But
and I don't even know what he was barking at. A motorcycle drove by, he didn't even bark at that.
I do interact with a lot of dogs, and I will definitely say the scariest ones are the ones that don't bark, because you're just like do, turn around, there's a dog.
And they don't
and they're just
do anything.
Staring at you. Like, what you doing here, bro?
I mean, well,
he's small dinosaurs on Jurassic
Park. Yes, like yes.
He's not scared though. He's not scary though, because like he doesn't bark as you come up, but you're not like, oh god, dog. He's just like, hey guys, he's just not making a noise. He's just super excited about it.
And he has a very friendly face.
Yeah, he does. Which is funny because the neighbor's wife is like freaked out and terrified by him, but like he's clearly just playing, because he ran up there and she's like, screaming. It was like,
well, that's the thing, man. Is dogs can be scary.
She has 3 dogs, and one of them's a pit bull that's almost his size.
You're not scared of a cat though, unless it's a big cat.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like you see a cat starts running towards you, and you're just like, oh, a cat. But a dog, any size dog, and you're like, oh, this thing's probably about to bite me.
It's like when Blake, was it Blake? When we were driving down.
Run towards me, I think I'd freak out.
Really?
Well, when we were driving down, what is that road? Somewhere in Cleveland, we were working. It was you, Blake, and I think. And like Blake got out and the Chihuahua chased him or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, that dog like booked it after him and like attacked his leg. It was just like like going insane.
Yeah, it was like, okay, go run up there and drop off that sash. And he ran and like the dog was.
We definitely need a second microphone.
Yeah. We're gonna have to put one near Michael.
It might be picking him up in the background.
You're probably right, dude. It's just water. Calm down.
Or can we move this closer? Would that be a solution?
I mean, we could
Einstein,
try
back up.
We could try, but I mean, I guess there won't be any feedback. I turned off the monitors on here.
Right. Yeah.
Made a lot of noise moving it, so that's good. That's a good sign. Well, it's picking up audio.
You bumped it like 3 times.
Einstein, stop!
Stop! He's gonna make a lot of audio. All right, go ahead and try to talk, Michael. I just want to see if it's gonna pick you up.
Yeah, he ran out though with that sash though.
That seems better.
Hysterical. And then I think it was in like an electric fence.
Oh.
So he couldn't go out, but then when he came in, it was game on.
Game on. You're in my turf now.
It's literally just this really small dog, but Blake freaked out about it.
He was
like threw his shit and was running. He was like, what? It's just a small dog, Blake.
That's so funny.
But anyways, today's drinks.
Well, I was gonna say you're a commie. No, I'm just kidding. You're a freaking consumer. You're a consumerist.
I'm gonna say I'm cultured and actually listen to other things.
I'm coming back to the word I was trying to say. You're a consumer. Your consumerism is ridiculous.
My consumerism is actually still less.
Pisses me off.
Is less than most people.
Sure.
It really is.
Would you say, on a scale of 1 to 10,
okay,
where would you rank yourself on fashion taste?
Explain.
How would you rank yourself? How do you feel about your sense of fashion?
Taste, like my dressing,
your sense of fashion.
like how I dress and everything.
Not necessarily.
That's why I said explain.
Yes.
If it's not dressing, then what are we talking about?
All inclusive.
Like, so the whole culture area of like our freaking fashion.
You keep using cultured, but I don't think cultured is the right word.
I mean, the whole whatever. It doesn't matter honestly at this point. Like, you're just asking me how do I feel?
How do you feel about yourself?
My ranking with the whole rest of the world. I'm probably about a 5, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because I'm like
the fact you can rank yourself
out.
in any way means I hate you.
Yeah, but you're ranked a 3.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you have a lot more knowledge.
I'm a nothing.
No, you have a lot more knowledge on a bunch of stuff, but you just refuse to add any of it to your day-to-day life. Doesn't mean that you have none of it. You just refuse to add it as a part of your life.
The point being that I'm mad at a lot of people
You've
because
watched
of all these
a lot
things
of
I'm mad about.
movies and listened to a lot of stuff that everyone has given you, because that's why I rate myself a 5, is because I actually do go out of my way and be like, all right, fine, I will listen to what you said, I will go watch this. Doesn't mean I enjoy everything, but some of them are things that I just found on my own, like Spartacus. No one told me to watch that. I was just happened to be scrolling. I don't even know what I was scrolling through, but
it was before scroll. Well, no, Netflix was around.
Yeah,
but it was before scrolling.
Like I was just kind of like,
no, Facebook was around.
I was kind of more just like browsing, really.
People scroll,
and then I was like, what is this show? So I clicked on it. And I was like, there's a lot of sex in this, but past that point, I really love the idea of like, the gladiators. So I got into the show and I talked to Brandon and Chrissy and got them into watching
I've
it.
never even heard of the show.
Dude,
you're not missing out.
It's a weird show.
It's about Rome.
It's literally about Spartacus.
Yeah.
The
man, the myth, the legend.
Exactly. He's totally mythical because we only have like, I don't remember what the thing was, but it was like 4 or 5 different people that were like, oh, it could possibly be one of these people, or it's a mixture of all of them in history. Like just like King Arthur, or even Ragnar from Vikings. He's another character like that. Merlin is technically a character like that. Like, but I did mention King Arthur, so like, yeah, those two.
Look, I'll come back around and I'll forgive you eventually. But the thing is, like, right now I'm angry, and I'm angry at everybody. I'm sick and tired of it. But I'm sure by tomorrow I'll probably be better.
I'm just saying. Like,
by tomorrow I'll probably be better.
You're just upset that you don't care. That's all it comes down to. You're upset that I care. And so you're just like, well, I don't care. You should be on the same level of I don't care that I am.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Then we'd be the same person. That'd be boring.
I just need to get a clone. You're right. I need to get a clone of myself.
You would hate them. You would absolutely hate them.
Yeah, no, we would probably just talk mad, like, oh man.
He would get mad at you because you're like, well, I've watched freaking The Matrix. He's like, why would you watch that garbage of a fucking movie?
Right, well, specifically, he would be like, why didn't you just stop with the first one? Yeah. What the crap is your problem, Austin?
Exactly.
Hey, Austin, stop giving me such a hard time. Get off my back.
That's a good idea for a movie. A movie where a society exists where if you have the money and you want to, just like slaves, you can clone yourself.
Okay.
For yourself.
And like have the
for yourself, like, you know what I mean?
Right, almost
I could literally be a plantation owner, clone myself
like 1,000 times and have them working out. Dude,
but no, that would never work.
See, I know I could.
That would never work.
Like, and then
because why would any of you listen to you
better than you do yourself?
Well, I listen to me more than I listen to other people, so I feel like me would still listen to me.
I do see what you're saying, but like, if I'm Austin A, and then here's Austin B, and I'm like, yo, Austin B, do my laundry, isn't Austin B gonna be like, fuck you, do your own laundry, Austin A?
Is that the Gemini movie where he's...
No, the Gemini is cloning, but it's more of this, like, they were like, oh man, he's getting too old to complete his task, and all the stuff we want him to do, so we're gonna clone a younger version of him, go ahead and kill him. And then...
They send himself to go kill him.
Because they're like, dude, he's the best we've ever freaking had.
He's got to be able to kill him.
Yeah,
sounds interesting.
So they're just like, he's too old to continue doing what he's doing. So let's get younger him, kill him, and then we'll use younger him to do the exact same things. And probably they probably keep doing that. Yeah, they probably keep doing the cloning over and over.
What's wrong, buddy?
But Looper was a time movie, not a cloning movie.
Right.
Yeah, that was
right. But essentially, when you, what's wrong, buddy? Someone here?
You don't like the ideas?
Yeah,
I think he's
He's wanting to put us in another direction.
He's like, no.
Talk about something else, guys.
This is garbage. No, think of a better plot.
I don't know. I still like that idea.
Like, you're gonna clone another dog with 4 legs.
I mean, okay, so
and have it kill me? No.
Go on with your idea, because you were saying like you would be like, go do this, and then B, you would definitely just be like, nah, fuck you. Why would B, you be like, fuck you? Because both of you understand that you need them done, right?
Yeah, but both of us would want to be in charge.
Okay.
Both of us would want to be the ones giving the orders to the other one.
So
why would we listen to each other?
Into a match of yelling at each other to go do the thing?
Yes, until we're dead. Or until we kill each other. Like, yeah, until we get into a fight.
See, I just, if I had A and B me, I know eventually I would just break down, so then I would hold myself as the one being like, okay, you have the same personality and thought process. Alright, so if I keep yelling and I know that I will eventually be like, fuck it, I'll go do it, then I'm going to make sure you're the one who says, fuck it, I'll go do it first.
Exactly. Which, to be more honest...
The original has the upper hand.
Yeah, because I already know that you're going to do this.
No, but so does the other... No, you both do.
No, because the other one is coming out and just being like, No, because he would just have my thought process, not the whole line of like, I am not the original.
Okay, but clones are born, right? So they get raised up. So.
Good point.
Oh, dude, that'd be even worse.
Good point.
I could never control a group of me.
No, that's actually, I wouldn't like that because it's like, wait, I've got to take you from the ground up and like teach you all this crap? No thanks. I don't want a clone kid of myself. That'd be awful. Although I was a good kid. But what I was
that would be crazy though, because then at that point you could actually see that actually would be the only scientific way to prove is it actually, what's the psychology? Is it nature or nurture? So
yeah.
You know who you were raised by and how you turned out.
Yeah.
Now you can pick who's going to raise the next you.
Yeah,
and
or raise you yourself.
Yeah.
See, like how different you would have come out. Had you had the same,
that's a good
like,
one.
see, Mom, how bad you were.
Yeah. Mom, you did a terrible job. Look how good this meat is.
Be more like her. Why couldn't you be more like?
Why couldn't you be more like me? Look how good my kid
I like
came
how
out.
you're thinking it in the sense of like there's you and then there's like a wife or someone involved in raising, and also you're just straight up like thinking only I'm raising this.
Yeah, no, because I want to do the thing. I want to do that thing. Like I want to take a kid. I want to paint him green. And I'm gonna lock him in a room, and I'm only gonna teach him Portuguese.
You're gonna paint him green?
Yes, and I'm gonna leave him in a room. He's gonna have a red backpack.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him in a room. No. I'm not gonna even teach him Portuguese. I'm gonna put him in a room, and then in a basement. And every time I come down to feed him, he's not gonna have any outside influence whatsoever. He's gonna literally live in this basement, painted green, and have a red backpack. And then I'm going.
So he's not gonna be able to talk.
Correct.
He's not gonna know what anyone is saying.
And I'm gonna come down, and when I give him food, all I'm gonna do is say, Yoshi. And then leave, and I'm gonna do that
You're
for
gonna turn
like
into
10
an old
years.
school video game character. He's just gonna use Yoshi for everything.
For 10 years, I'm just gonna be like, Yoshi. Every time I see him in different inflections.
Yeah.
Yes, so that he's like, okay, Yoshi is literally just like this.
This is the language.
Yeah. This is this one, and then I'm gonna drop him in New York, and I'm gonna watch what happens.
Well, first eventually someone's gonna either gonna try to kill him because he's green, or
green with a backpack, running around being like Yoshi, like trying to. Where's my dad? But like Yoshi. So and everyone's gonna be like, kid, what's going on? Yoshi.
So he's gonna have like different inflections of
different inflections.
Yeah, of how to say Yoshi.
Trying to explain to this guy.
Do you not understand this one?
But he doesn't know what this guy's saying either.
Yeah, so
because this dude's speaking English and he's never heard English because I've never talked to him. I've just said Yoshi.
So they're just gonna think that he's a really big fan of Mario. Well, this is terrible. We're gonna cut all of this. Fuck that.
Wait, no, you don't cut stuff. That's against the rules. No cuts.
You said as raw as possible. Well, that's not raw, sir.
I said I stole it. I stole it from my friend. What's his name?
Well, he's gonna turn around and sue you someday.
No, he's gonna be on the show one day.
And I'm gonna laugh. All right, fine.
Nah, he'll be on the show one day, and he'll be really glad that I brought it up, and he'll tell it way better because he'll tell it too.
I mean,
he'll tell it way better. It was his idea. No.
Because I can see Fox coming up with that idea. That's
No.
Fox
Fox has even weirder ideas than that, man. Fox has even weirder.
That's a really weird idea.
Fox has the ideas of like, I'm just gonna
chew the cord.
He would be more like, I want to be downtown. I'm gonna go downtown New York, and I'm gonna be drenched in water, and I'm gonna walk up to people and be like, have you seen my dad? Like, that's more like Stephen Fox's thing. Like, I'm just drenched in water. Have you seen my dad?
Is he gonna have someone who follows him with like a bucket of water so like when he starts
can
getting
stay
dry,
drenched? Yes. Like,
just hiding out.
That's more like Stephen Fox's.
Whoa! I'm almost done being.
I think that's more like Stephen Fox's line of thinking.
Okay.
Which he's not off the hook either. I'm mad at him too if he ever hears this. I'm pissed at you. I
love you, Steven. I wish I could remember the name I gave you when I first met you.
Oh yeah, me too.
It would have been so much better because we talked about it at one point. Like,
it's probably put down the guitar, you loser. That's probably his nickname.
No. Probably, dude. I picked up that guitar and I was like, I can't play, by the way, you guys.
No, I do love Steven. I'm mad at him, but I love him.
I'm
mad at him. Main reason is he won't visit.
He needs to come and visit.
He won't visit.
Awesome.
He
Why?
refuses.
Tennessee?
After he got to a really bad car wreck that nearly paralyzed his ex-wife, right? And like he got really injured. His ex-wife got really injured. It was a terrible, traumatic incident. And
is that why they got divorced?
Now he doesn't like. I don't really know the specifics, and it's not really my place to
it's
get
not.
into.
I was just curious. I feel like that'd be a terrible story.
Oh, I mean, it is. It's a tragedy. It is. It's truly a tragedy. And but now
from a comedy,
huh?
It continue.
So it can be turned into a comedy, right? Because tragedy is the funniest thing.
I mean, well, comedy and tragedy, they're the same lines if you go back further, but like, I don't remember what this actually separates a comedy from a tragedy.
But so he just doesn't, he doesn't like cars. He doesn't get in cars, really. Like,
they get in a plane.
Right, that's what I told him. I was like, I'll even split the ticket or whatever.
Get in a freaking plane.
Right, just get on a plane. Come down.
We'll pick you up.
We'll pick you up from Chattanooga. You don't have to drive. But then I don't even think he really wants to ride in the car.
Should we pick him
But
up?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really into the specifics of what's going on.
We can get the Uber scooters. We'll Uber scooter all the way
from
back.
Chat.
Yeah.
Dude, Uber scoot from Chat.
We know all the back roads. We don't even have to ever take the interstate.
Yeah, do they, oh, dude, that makes me laugh a lot. Okay, so, like, remember back in the day, this is me coming from the future talking. So remember back in the day when we used gasoline cars, and, like, the whole thing was about
oil and fossil fuels.
Right. And it was everyone was trying to be like, look how many miles per gallon we can get, right? So it'd be like, look, you can get 30 miles to the gallon, right? And you know, and it's like, oh, it's a 14-gallon tank. Dude, that's a good amount of miles, right? That's 300 and...
That'd be dope.
What?
Okay, so I'm going to interrupt you for a split second.
312 miles, basically, on a tank. You know, 14 gallons, 30 miles.
It'd be a decent amount.
Right?
Going green.
Yeah, but then it's like, but nowadays, right, with the electric cars
we'll
and
bring this
everything.
up in a second.
With electric cars, I'm almost finished with my thought, and then I'm definitely glad because I was just thinking about it today, right? Because the competition used to be that, like, look how many miles per gallon. Like, this one gets 30 on the highway, this one gets 35 on the highway. Yeah. That's like a big selling point. Well, and now we're like, bro, this thing gets 30 miles on a charge.
I mean,
yeah.
you are right. I mean, we're already working our way that way with the cars that we have now, the electric hybrid. Where it's like, oh yeah, it can get this many miles on the interstate or whatever highway, and this with it being partially electric and partially using fossil fuel, which is actually pretty nice. The distance that you can get on some of them is.
I'm talking about the fully electric cars, bro, from the future.
Yeah, well, those
we're
cars,
competing over 30 miles.
Those cars will probably not exist because we'll probably move to propulsion and other freaking random forms.
No, we're not gonna ever have flying cars, okay?
No, don't say that because Sweden is working on one. So shut the fuck up.
I know they keep. No, I get it. People can make them. They're working on it. They're making them. But the thing is that it's never gonna be applied. It's never gonna be applied.
Why? We have Batman Jeep. We have a Batman Jeep, and who wants a Batman car? Everybody.
Nobody wants things whizzing through the air. Because remember, you already have airspace that's regulated, right?
You can only
now
fly
that we're at drones, we've got drones.
So high.
Yes, but you can also only fly so low.
Yeah, because you're gonna hit somebody in the freaking head.
Right, and so you want random. At any time, stuff could just and you know.
We're already working our way towards cars that don't have drivers.
I get that, but the thing is, okay, it hits a bird. A bird gets hit, and now the flying bird...
We hit flying birds all the time! We hit flying birds all the time, and then we're on the ground now!
Maybe I'm overthinking it, but the thing is, I just really don't think people are going to want at the level that the car is going to have to be at, where it's, like, so visible. Like, it's right above your head, basically, flying. I don't think people are going to want that.
It's going to be, literally, you'd have to have, 30 to 40 feet up, alright? Is where it'd probably be safe flying distance, height, without it being above airspace, or at airspace where they're like, hey, you can't be up here, and, just high enough that it's like, oh, hey, yeah, there's a car. And it doesn't feel like, oh my god, there's a car! It just whizzed by you. And plus, you really think people are not going to want that? I feel like a pole is necessary at this point, who wouldn't want a flying car?
You know what? Okay, let's go ahead, because I'll have so much better time. No, see, we're just going... No, okay, hold on.
We're not doing an actual poll. I just want them to say it in the comments.
Oh, I didn't mean a poll. I wasn't going with what you were saying. I was saying my thing, which is that, go ahead. Let's follow through with the flying cars. Implement that. Make it a thing. Totally. I'm down with it. That's cool. Now there's less traffic on the road for me.
Yeah, but at what point...
So dope.
At what point does your fossil car start becoming illegal?
Yeah, exactly. And in reality, we're actually, like I already told you, I'm from the future. In reality, we've moved on to where the cities are small enough that you don't actually need a vehicle. All the roads are underground.
What? Wait, did we have like a nuclear fallout?
No. The cities are above. The cities are above
Okay.
ground. The roads are below ground in the parking garages, and you just use little elevators to get up to the surface, and you walk around.
So you're just like, okay,
you walk around
so is
the
my
city.
house above the ground
Yes.
still too? Okay, so
yes, yeah.
but if I'm
everything's
leaving
above
my
ground.
house, I would go down.
You would go into
and
your
into like
basement,
these like
essentially.
subterranean like tunnels, roads, and all this other stuff.
Right.
So then at that point, couldn't your cars just be like tracked? Like you're like, hey, I'm on this essentially a track that leads me from
point. I don't know
point
why
A
anybody
to
else
point
didn't think of
B.
that.
And like,
Yeah, no. Here's the limitations for that is
wouldn't you just okay?
when traveling cross country, we go back onto the surface to get out of cities. Like it's just in cities that the roads are.
Yeah, so I'm
it's
assuming
not across the country.
I'm assuming, but you can
So
still
you
be
don't
like,
need there's like tracks, quote unquote, but like it's not like railroad ties.
No, that's why I didn't assume that. But the thing, because I thought you were going the same way. You were, but not entirely. Because I thought at first I thought you were gonna be like, what if you need to stop at the gas station or do this, or not gas station, but like convenience store to pick up whatever your habit is, and be like,
Well, I didn't say it, so why are you?
well, but you were like, well, we gotta leave the city. We gotta leave the city.
Yeah.
Which is still the same along the same lines.
We're leaving the city.
Yeah. At that point, then.
That's why there's the exit rail.
Exactly. And I was like, at that point, you just be like, well, if it's on a track, and my thought process was like, you just be like, point A to point B is what.
But
I'm
actually,
telling
I'm
you to
joking.
go.
You don't take your cars out of the city. That's what the railroads are for.
If it's,
You take the bullet train between. I don't have a car, right? Everything's basically just Uber.
Yeah.
You just Uber a smart car. You hop in and it takes you to whatever. If it's a big city.
But if you're having to go to another city, you just take
the
that
bullet train.
Would you have your Uber smart car drive you to the bullet train, or would the bullet train just pull up?
I'm sure
to your house.
Not to your house. No. It's a convenient 3 or 4 blocks down the road.
Okay, so you could
For
walk,
everyone in
so
the
you
city.
could walk there if you wanted to.
Yes, for
which I feel
everyone in
like
the
if
city.
you're going to be underneath
Because everything.
your house,
No, you're not. No,
like
you
doing
walk
it-
above. It's
okay,
above ground.
Say that'd be
Yeah.
the safer point.
It's
like
above
to be
ground
like,
in
I'm
a
gonna
giant
walk
tube.
here.
It's in a giant tube above ground that stretches across all of
That
America.
sounds terrible. Why would I be in a tube?
Elon Musk pioneered it.
He pioneered the freaking bullet train, but you're just saying
Bullet
walking.
train tube. No, he didn't pioneer the bullet train. He pioneered the tube.
The tube, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay?
Japan
had a bullet train first. Magnets.
He was still working on his shit. I don't care. The thing is, when I'm walking above the street, the way you made it sound was I'm walking in a tube.
No, not above the street.
Like in the street. And I'm like, that sounds terrifying. Why would I want that?
No, you don't want that. No. Everyone's on. You're walking on the street
you
like
could-
normal. It's like everything's pretty much normal.
So it'd be safer
except
for
there's
Pokemon
no
Go
roads.
players. It'd be safer for Pokemon
There's no
Go
roads.
players.
That's the thing. Think about it like that. There's no roads. It's just the buildings and sidewalks.
And grass and
grass and parks.
I mean, that sounds like a
recreational
utopia
areas.
that
Yes.
we're never going to get to because the
that's
world that we
what-
live in
no,
is
that's
too
what
green.
it's like. Yeah.
No, but we'll never make it.
Yeah,
We're never
that is what it's like. There's 5 cities in America.
Dude, what happened to the others? Like, that sounds like way too many people.
We've
Is
turned
a lot
them
of
into
people
nature
dead?
reserves. We've turned them into no. There's just enough room in these 5 cities.
These are massive cities!
Yes, they are. That's why you have to take the roads that are underground to get around the city.
I mean, granted, we have a lot of land in America that
we turned the rest into nature reserves.
doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, we turned the rest into nature reserves.
We don't have a lot of cities in some of the states, and like, there's so much open field. That you could do that. You could just join all of them.
We've still got LA. We've got New York.
Excuse me. So LA hasn't gone underwater at this point. Neither Florida. In your future.
No, Florida's underwater.
Florida's underwater.
Yeah.
So where's beachfront property? Is it Georgia or is it in like closer to Tennessee?
They call it the remainder of Florida.
No, they renamed it New Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. They that's the thing is Atlanta. They decided they wanted to rebrand Atlanta because that's now the beachfront property and it's New Florida, but they call it
they call it
New
Atlantis.
Miami.
I would call it Atlantis at that point.
Oh,
if beachfront
right.
property, Atlantis, like
Atlantis.
just perfect.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't think of that.
Stupid idiots. Oh, what Michael?
Yeah. So no. Yeah. This article. Now that my stupid I'm from the future talk is over. What was this article? And it better be entertaining.
Oh, the one was New Jersey governor has a bill that's going to allow up to 30 grams of marijuana on a person and 5 plants at the house.
Yeah, like honestly, I was like, dude, that's insane.
Oh my God,
30 grams
debauchery.
of freaking pot.
Oh my God, what is
And
this
then you
country
can
coming
plant
to?
5
the
of them at your
devil's
house?
lettuce.
I mean, the devil's lettuce, the devil's tobacco, whatever you want to call it. It's still.
Oh my goodness.
But that's Illinois, not here, because we're never gonna.
I thought you said New York or New Jersey.
I thought I said Illinois. I'm almost positive I said Illinois. Yeah. Either way, though.
Well, I mean, it's legal in D.C. It's Nashville has a city ordinance where it's not that it's okay. It's just not really criminal.
You can hold it's not, instead of like a felony, it's more of a misdemeanor, like a slap on the wrist,
right,
than it is anything now. At least for parts of Tennessee, because it's not everywhere.
It was a Nashville city ordinance.
Oh, that was just Nashville.
Yeah, it's a Nashville city ordinance.
Our people voted at some point. Tennessee's I want to call them Senate, but I don't think that's proper wording. Whatever. Our governing body for Tennessee voted on the whole like pot in the area for Tennessee, but Nashville got the better end than anyone else. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, because Nashville declared a city ordinance.
Yeah, so like,
dude, I think we're gonna go back to local government. I think we're gonna people are so fed up with the federal government.
I mean, well, look at what Trump's doing. He's building a wall. I can't even get through the sentence.
You couldn't even get through the sentence. What were you saying though?
He's building a wall. You said.
Why are you putting on your headphones?
I was just listening to a message.
You're not. He's listening to. He has other things. Like you and I right now, we're just off. He's got.
You're right. He's a busy man. Yeah, exactly. He's a busy man. He's important. He's important, unlike us.
Well, I wouldn't say unlike us. I mean, we're just not as important.
No, I'm not important.
I mean,
hey, I'm gonna play a song.
I mean, you can say what you wish. I mean, I don't think you're that important, but that's me.
I just said it wasn't important.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying you shouldn't demean yourself like that. That's terrible. It's a bad habit that a lot of people have in the world.
Well, you see, that's why Austin and I don't get along.
You're both sad?
No, I was gonna say it's because he insults me. He insults me all the time, and then I'm just like, yeah, you're right. I am pretty much those things that you just called me.
So the original you would be just like me. Where you're like, you're just insulting me. You're just insulting me. Fuck it. Yeah, you're right. Like, so if that's the case, why not just insult him until he breaks down? Instead of you breaking down. Like, you can break down, but when he's not looking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, that's good. No, see, I was going to say, in a moment of clarity while I was speaking earlier, I realized, no, in fact, it would be, hey, do my laundry. No, do your own laundry. Hey, I'm the one that paid to get you cloned. Well, I don't care. You know, like, it would go back and forth until both of us get really frustrated, and then we would just clean the whole house.
I would never tell my clone he's a clone.
We would just clean the whole house together, because that's whenever I get frustrated.
No, he would never need to know he's a clone. He'd be like, hey, he's like, where did I come from? I was like, my loins.
I took a rib out of my rib cage and made you.
To make him actually be a little bit more different than you.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, like, or okay, maybe I wouldn't say my ribs. Maybe I'd be like, hey, you're my twin,
if I'd
or we're triplets, we're quadruplets. You just say it and then be like, yeah, we're such a rare group. Yeah. There's like 5 of us, and then he'd be like, oh, that's why we look alike. And say, exactly, this is why we think alike. Yeah, exactly. So why don't I remember part of our past? And it's like, at that point, could you just not implant part of your past into his so he could think that he was there for some of it?
Well, no, I think if we were gonna follow the logic we had been setting up earlier, no, you have to raise it.
So if you have to raise
from birth.
Okay, so then he would definitely. Oh God, man, I'd be so old. I'd be so old.
I know. By the time that you could take use of the clone,
yeah,
right. That's why children suck, man. Servitude doesn't actually work. At
that point, like if we were cloning them, can't we just do like?
Because now that I'm actually capable, right? Now that I'm actually capable, my dad asked me to do stuff, and I'm like, no. I can do my own thing.
Kids are shitty.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we really are shitty. Like,
yeah. Michael's pretty good. He's a mama's boy.
Yeah, but mom's been insane lately.
She doing all right?
Yeah, she's doing good.
She's doing mom things. She's doing mom things, but she is doing good. I mean, I'll give her that. Like, she has that new car. Hell yeah.
Yeah, she does.
I mean,
and a new deck.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, yeah.
That deck is sexy, dude.
It's nice. I don't remember there ever being.
Did you say Santa built it for her? And I don't mean like Santa Claus, but like essentially Santa Claus. He's like a mall Santa.
He's a mall Santa? Dude, that guy? My dad's worked with that guy. Yeah. That guy's really good at what he does.
He fucking built her portion.
And he's a mall Santa.
I loved it because my mom or Michael was like, yeah, Santa built his freaking deck. I was like, looking at him like, are you being an asshole right now? Or like, is what my thought process then. I was like, wait. Santa built
with that double,
like,
the double stairs. The double stairs.
Yeah.
The double stairs. I think that was a nice...
Oh yeah,
nice
it was a nice attitude.
Because it didn't have that, right? It was just the single stairs.
I'm gonna call
before,
Dylan
right?
back because he called me.
Dylan, the green?
The green Dylan. I don't know what he called me for. Just saying, just keep that.
Yeah, put it on speaker. Get it on here.
This is gonna be obnoxious.
Get it on here.
Get it on here.
Wait, is this actually picking it up?
It has to be.
It doesn't look like it really is though. Oh, no, it is.
Yo, what up, man?
Hey, you called earlier?
Yeah, I was just calling to see what was up. I haven't talked to you in a minute.
You know,
Oh, that's really sweet.
Just chilling.
Hey, Dill.
Yeah, I stopped by your gas station and got some drinks, and I was like, oh, wait, shit, James isn't here.
Nope. No longer work there, mate.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, see, I called, and then since you didn't answer, I was like, he's probably at the gas station. You know, fuck it. So I stopped by the gas station. I was like, oh, he's not at the gas station either. Well, fuck it, I'm going home.
Yeah, no, I no longer work there, and nor do I live anymore where I used to live.
Well, I knew that you moving out because I think either Kirsten or Trevor said something about it, about how you told them that you were going to leave, but, like, I didn't know, like, a day or anything like that, so I knew it was sometime within the foreseeable, like, near future.
Yeah, the near future when I told them that was literally a week later.
Yeah, I wonder how they've taken it.
I didn't know.
I don't know.
Trevor snapped me for the first time.
So where are you at now?
I'm chilling out with my brother in Austin. You can come up if you want.
Yeah. It's not my place to invite you, but yeah, you can come up.
Well, it's technically not mine. I mean, I guess it is, but do you mind?
That's fine.
I know you like people coming over, but at the same time, I was like, wait, maybe.
Wait, which brother?
Michael.
Which brother?
Michael.
What is he? You don't have
Jonathan.
another brother.
I call Jonathan my brother.
His
I
brother-in-law.
don't call him my brother-in-law. I call him my brother.
Okay.
I've known him since I was 12.
I was gonna say, you don't have another brother, right? Like, you just have sisters.
But yeah, I do.
You
Really
have a
just
multitude of sisters.
At any rate.
Yeah.
I was really asking Michael for Jonathan.
I've only met one.
Right.
Wait, repeat. What did you just say?
Multitude of sisters, but I've
Shut
only
up!
Oh, right. Sorry.
I
I'm
was
not
just
over
asking
here.
Michael,
I'll get off the
Jonathan.
mic.
I wasn't sure which one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Michael's.
No, that's what's up.
I mean, if you want to come up, as I said, you can.
Okay, I know I want to get home, probably take a shower because I read some topics.
Well, we'll probably be up for a little bit.
Okay. Where does he live? Is he still in Cleveland? Because I know at one point he was.
Yes, but he lives, you remember down Ocoee? The cabin little thing? I'll send you the thing. If you want to come, text me, and I'll just send you his address.
Okay, cool. Because I know Jonathan used to live over by North Lee Highway in that little subdivision. I thought Michael lived in town as well. So didn't I take you to a storage unit and go pick up your fucking bed that one day?
Yeah, he took me to a storage unit, but Michael lives, like, down 64.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll probably hit you guys up in a minute. I'm just gonna go home and like shower and shit.
Alright, do you, boo-boo? Do you?
Hey,
Alright, just hit me up. Peace.
These are actually addictive. That's mentally addictive.
What's mentally addictive?
Nothing.
Weed's not mentally addictive. Go fuck yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gotta be something.
So is Dylan coming over?
That'd be possible. I don't know.
He didn't give a straight answer.
He was
never
like,
really gives a straight answer.
Exactly. He doesn't. So there's a chance that he can, but the chances now are like more like. It used to be I would give him 75% chance.
Dude, but look where you are. You're in the middle of the boonies now.
Yeah, but I used to live
Is that accurate, boonies?
I mean, it's pretty accurate. But like, think about it. I gave him the.
better?
No, Boonies is right. I feel Boonies is right. Because Sticks is even further out.
Is it? You guys are pretty far out.
We're out here, but like Boonies is like. Boonies is a drive. Sticks is like, oh my god, where the hell are we? Because you know where the hell we're at here in the Boonies. We're just out in the Boonies.
Well, I mean, I know where you. I'm pretty sure this is Sticks. Because Polk County's the Sticks. Isn't this Polk County? Yeah, you're in the sticks.
Man, nah.
I think it is Polk County.
I'm pretty sure.
Alexa, am I in Polk County?
Oh God, Alexa's listening to us.
Dude, Alexa, turn off the living room light.
Alexa, turn off the living room light.
Oh God, Alexa, turn it back on.
I freaking love it. Oh, she listened to you. Did you say anything, or did she just literally was like, "Oh yeah, turn it back on"?
I pressed the button.
I watched him press the
Okay,
button. That's why I didn't react.
I didn't see him do that. That's why I was like, "Dude, that's perfect."
That's why I didn't react.
Well, fuck you guys. Neither of you saying shite about it.
Okay, so.
Well, let me get to what I was done saying.
Okay, so let's get to what you were doing.
All right, so I gave Dylan a 75% chance when we were.
Oh,
like,
right, this. I was wondering what you meant.
Yeah, 75% when I would ask him to do stuff, he was doing really well. And then like I moved, and he still was doing okay. He did better when I lived in Ottawa, which was a longer drive.
He would come over more?
Yeah.
he would, wouldn't he?
Exactly. And then I moved to Cleveland,
But I think the
and I'm like
difference-
5 to 10 minutes away from
Think
him.
about it. Ottawa, it was Nick, you,
I'm talking
Trevor,
about when I
me.
moved to Ottawa with my sister.
Oh.
Yeah. So
you're talking.
Yeah.
And he was, what?
exactly, because he didn't have all those people, but he still came and visited more than he does, than he did when I lived literally dead center of Cleveland, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And he was 5 minutes away from me.
I wonder
5
what
to
it
10 minutes
was.
away from me.
Yeah, I
and
wonder
he
what it was.
He wouldn't come visit. When I was like, hey, he
Maybe
dropped
it's just
down.
a phase.
He dropped down to like 25%, and then he
phase
dropped
or
down to
season.
15. So
He-
that's where he's at right now.
I mean,
for me.
like,
he's like 50% chance
he doesn't
that he'll
really
come over
hang
and
out with me either, but like at the same time, he will come over. It feels weird having people at my house.
It's nice though, right? Because you're like,
It
this
feels
is
so
my
weird.
house.
Yeah, but it feels so weird.
It's like,
so
I'm gonna entertain a guest.
Oh, you're at
But
my
wait,
house.
no, wait until you don't have to tell anybody that you were entertaining a guest. That's when it's gonna feel amazing. The moment that you're sitting there and you're like, hey, yeah, you want to come over? And you don't have to tell a soul.
What do you mean?
Like, right now, like, I know you don't entirely tell Catalina everything, but like, if people are coming over, I assume you just out of courtesy, you give her
a heads up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But think about it. You won't, at some point, you're gonna be like, I don't have to do it out of courtesy.
I've already had to not do that.
Yeah, but you lived in the boonies. No, you lived in the sticks.
No,
You lived
hold
in
on.
the sticks.
No, I did not live in the sticks. I did not live in the boonies. I lived in the middle of nowhere in a field.
Yeah, you are right. It was so,
Okay.
Okay, we went to go visit him
I
in
lived
South
in a
Carolina.
field in the middle of
All right,
nowhere.
we went to go visit him in South Carolina. Long drive already, and then once we enter South Carolina and we get close to like his town that he's at.
Yeah, it's like, oh, here's our exit on the interstate.
Yeah,
It's another 30 minutes or
It felt
40
like
minutes.
almost an hour before
Yeah.
we even got to
Oh,
him.
it feels long,
He was
but
like,
it's
"Yeah,
not.
you're gonna." He's like, "I live in this town," and we're like, "Oh, there's that town. There's the exit for it," and literally still drove another 30 to 40 freaking minutes before we ever got to him.
Right, and this is 30 or 40 minutes going like 60.
Yeah, because there's no cops. There's nothing in this town. It's literally one red light and a freaking
It basically,
Piggly.
like,
It's a Piggly Wiggly. It's the only
That's
thing
it.
there.
There's a piglet. Yeah, no, I loved it. Okay, so I lived in a town in South Carolina that was south of North South Carolina. So there's a okay. Hold on, let me say that again.
That sounds weird.
So I lived in Nessus, South Carolina, which is a town north of Orangeburg. No, I'm sorry. It's north of Norway. It's east of Orangeburg.
Are these important informations?
Hold on, I'm getting it. And it's south of North.
South of.
That's
Okay.
where I lived.
Okay.
It's a city. It's a small town, not a city.
I was
small
gonna call it
town.
city. Small town still doesn't even feel right. It's a one horse.
It's
freaking.
what would it be? In,
What is that? What is that called in the
No,
old
what would it
times?
be in D&D? That's the smallest town.
One horse town.
No, the smallest, the smallest in D&D according to its thing, right? Where-
Village.
a village. I lived in a village. Yeah, a modern day village.
Or even a settlement, which might be worse than a village.
No, it was more than a settlement. It's been settled for a while.
You're right. So a village is probably
It was
more
a
accurate.
village. I lived in a village south of North South Carolina.
South of North South Carolina?
Yes, south of North South Carolina. North South Carolina is a city in South Carolina.
That's okay. See, it just sounded
North
like, it just
is a
sounded like
city.
you were just saying the freaking directions. You're
no,
like north. and it's
that's
like,
why I preambled it with like I lived north of Norway because there's a city named Norway. I lived east of Orangeburg, because that's okay. Orangeburg, that makes sense as a
Sure,
name, right?
sure,
You know?
yeah.
And then I lived south of North. North was the city to the north of me.
Okay, so south of you was Norway.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, I got you now. I had a brain fart moment. I had to really figure out all these directions.
Norway was a little bit closer.
Okay, wow.
Than North.
Why is there a place called North?
I don't know.
It's called North South Carolina.
It's North South Carolina, and it was happening. North South Carolina was way more happening than Nisus.
Yeah, Nisus was literally nothing. As I explained, it was a Piggly Wiggly and a red light. And then we drove to get to the actual town, because I remember we were like, hey, is there somewhere we can go, like, grab some groceries so Brandy could
Piggly Wiggly.
And then you were like, yeah, you're a Piggly Wiggly. And we're like, well, no, how about another place?
Yeah.
And then you were like, well, there's a Walmart, but it's not even in the same
Right, it's in
village
Orangeburg.
anymore. Yeah.
There's a Walmart in Orangeburg if you want to go.
Which took
It's like living out in Blythewood. It's living out here in Polk County. It's the same thing. Where
No,
it's
no,
like,
no. I'm trying to figure out where Blythewood is. I don't know that.
I said Blythewood, but I meant Birchwood.
Oh,
no.
okay. Birchwood is a...
Do I mean Birchwood?
Birchwood is a small settlement.
Hold on.
I don't even know if it's a village.
I don't mean Birchwood. I mean... Yeah, I think I do.
Because, like... Okay, where Hamilton was at?
At the connector?
Yeah, where Alexander Hamilton at, where he lived. You remember when we walked down the road and we took a right, and it led us to this little where
That's Birchwood, right?
Yeah, that's also part of Birchwood. But it was like a red light and then a gas station and like a small town.
Right, Birchwood's even smaller.
Yeah, it's a settlement. It's not a village. Like Birchwood is not even a settlement. It just has a lot of land and like
Birchwood is farmland. That's it. It's farmland with a couple houses. It's swamp.
There's a lot of swamp around that area.
Dude, you know what sucks is the fact that since she doesn't live there anymore, now I don't have the ability to go check out those old cars that are getting overgrown and get pictures.
I mean, we still could.
But we'd have to go park in their driveway.
Which I think is government owned now.
No, there was a trailer out there. There was a trailer.
Yeah,
and I'm not talking about a trailer. I mean a camper. Sorry.
Yeah, that still doesn't even mean like it's not government owned. Because like, she got money for moving.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, who owns that now?
You're asking me?
I'm just curious.
It's already been an hour and 40... Wow, having a visible timer is terrible.
Why are you looking at it?
I don't want that. Because I was curious.
Yeah.
I get curious when we're talking normally. I just don't have something to look at.
You're curious how long we've been talking?
God,
that's a dick move.
I know, I'm an asshole. You told me the last time we talked, I'm the bad guy.
You are.
And I never knew it. And then you were like, no, you're the bad guy. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Like, I'm a shitty person. You're just you're just a villain.
What are you talking about? I'm a villain. What are you talking about? And then it's these small examples like this where it's like, yeah, when we're talking, I'm usually like, God, how long have we been talking? Oh, God, there's got to be someone better to talk to.
I don't ever think about stuff like that. I literally live moment to moment. I'm like, oh, God, it's a new moment. I feel like a goldfish.
Dude, well, the modern attention span is less than 10 seconds. It's like 7 seconds now. The modern attention span. So, like, yeah, you are like a goldfish. This is another reason I hate you. It's because you're more like the modern era people.
Oh, whoa. Hold on,
let me tear into myself. I'll tear into myself real quick. I'm a millennial.
Aren't we?
So there you go. I insulted myself.
No. But okay, you're like you have a short attention span, but
do I?
No, me. You were saying I have a short attention span.
I don't.
Yes.
We talk for hours.
No. This is what I'm getting at. You're more impatient than I am, by far.
But I'm patient in the right ways.
No, you're not. Because I'll be like, hey, it's gonna take me like 5 minutes to get to your house, and then you're like, 5 minutes. And then you're like, hey, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
What?
10 minutes later.
65 what?
Because that's the appropriate hit for that, alright?
No wonder I was overwhelmed. Sorry.
Either way.
You said something I wasn't listening.
Exactly.
I lost interest.
You got sidetracked. You immediately picked up my vape and just started smoking, and I got mad that it was 65 watts.
Yeah, but you're saying something, okay, 5 minutes from my house. How about the day that I made potatoes and steak and was like, hey, if you come over, you can have a steak and a potato. And you were like, I don't have a ride, bro. And I was like, sucks for you. And then I showed up at your house without a steak and potato and said, yeah, I ate your helping.
Yeah. He literally was like,
I had 2 steaks and 2 potatoes.
He was like, we should hang out today. I'm going to make a steak and potato. And then he ate everything. And then showed up at my house and was like, yeah, I ate your food. So I had to order food. Which I don't even think I did. I think I waited until you left.
No. I took you to Barrett's.
Did you take me a picture?
That was
that was the day.
That was 0.
That was episode 0.
Yeah.
Ground 1 or ground 0.
Ground 0.
Ground
yeah.
1.
Ground 0. Man, Ground 0.
Dude, we didn't
Respect
have
to New
Barrett
York.
part of it. Dude, if he still lived closer here, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
We could do boom, 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 knock it all out. Have him.
See,
Michael,
knowing
you.
it was 65 watts, so much easier to hit.
Well, don't fucking close your eyes and vape. Look at it.
I didn't close my eyes and vape. I just didn't
Refuse
look at the
to
thing.
acknowledge that it's always on in bright lighting and saying that watts on it.
Why am I gonna look at the front?
Because, like, what? Right before I ever hit your vape, I always look at it. I'm like, oh, he's at 45. This is gonna be a low hit. And I hit it as hard as I can.
Which is about how I hit it too, but like it kept the battery alive, so I would just take longer hits.
I don't care about the battery life. I have 3 batteries.
That's nice.
Yeah, so like, which honestly, I have
nice.
one of yours.
Which-
and
yeah,
I have
no,
a
no,
set
we
of yours.
traded.
Yeah,
We
I was gonna say, I
traded.
have a set of yours. And you
I
have a set of mine,
yours.
and then you have one of mine. By the way, you should, and I have one of
Green.
yours. Yes,
Yeah.
and I have a black.
Yep, exactly. We both have the same amount of batteries.
Yes.
I just have your batteries and you have my batteries.
I just wanted to let you know,
I'm
so
sure
in
it'll
case you
come
were just
around.
like, hey.
I'm sure it'll come back around, or I'll just trade it to you.
Well, later on tonight, I'm gonna actually. I think I'm gonna start now.
What?
Download my Spider-Man game.
Dude! Are you freaking serious?
Not the new one. I am getting that soon. But
Oh, I thought you had...
I'm gonna wait till my paycheck. I have the Amazing Spider-Man. All right.
Dylan had that one.
Yes, I'm gonna get the new one, and I'm only getting it for my nephews, really, because I have already played it and beat the game.
Dude, I want to play it and beat the game.
All right, fine. Then I'll get it for you as well. Like, whoever wants to freaking play it, they can play it. Because, as I said, I beat the game, so I don't care as much.
Like, I know they took away because the only one to have it, I think, was 2, with the right trigger and left trigger both being like right hand, left hand wedge.
Yeah.
And I know if I'm not mistaken, that was the only one to do it, and they've taken it out, and it's just like right trigger or something.
I don't remember.
I don't know either. But you played it and I haven't.
I'll close down.
But if I'm not mistaken, you yourself said it was the best.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed
Web
that
swinging,
one
the
more
best
because it was the fact that you
movement.
had to actually literally just be like, what?
No. I thought
thinking.
you told me the newest one was the best one.
Like, no. The newest
You
one
think
is
2's
amazing,
better?
but I love the fact that you could control both.
You still think 2's better?
Yeah, because it's
Interesting.
harder and it was more fun to try to figure out where I'm gonna web to. Where this one's like, oh no, I just still hold it like the old school ones.
Mm-hmm.
The only good thing about the new one is that they added more. Okay,
Physics.
so it's still
Physics.
more. Yeah, they added more physics, but it's still monotonous.
Freaking Spider-Man when you're like right trigger and it's like I'm webbing the
Clouds, yeah. I mean, if the clouds are dense enough, could you web them?
Ooh, questions. The questions.
Like,
The questions we ask each other.
I mean, it would be an amazing.
So, alright, let's make a song.
Why? Hey, Michael, you gonna sing?
Sure.
All right, you gotta get near the mic though.
Let's see. What is this song about? Alright, so like...
Dogs. I was kind of picking you up. There we go.
We read the clouds! We know we have! You told me I had to sing.
Yeah, no,
in one of the podcasts, so there you go. That's what I got.
First podcast. What the hell are you singing about?
We whipped the clouds.
I mean, when we post the other ones, they're gonna question what the hell I'm singing about. It's like there's so many roads.
There's so many roads. There's so many roads. We web the clouds. There's so many roads we're gonna go down.
We've been around this world looking for some new clouds to explore.
I'm amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
I web the clouds.
I've been waiting for some new place to find.
I fight in Yeah, because it totally cut off your verse.
I was like, hell.
Yeah, it's like, I liked what you said, and I was like, I got this. I fight insects.
Oh, you fight insects. Okay.
Yeah, insects.
Yeah, like insects, like or insects, like.
Aren't those the same thing?
I don't know. You're saying it's hard to tell what you're saying.
Aren't the things you're saying like? Aren't you just insects, right? That's what you're saying, right?
See, like, he's confused as I am.
What?
Okay, no. We'll pick up from there. Insects.
At first, I thought you said I'll find it in sex,
But he said I'll fight.
and then
Insects.
I'm fighting the insects.
So like insects, like or like insects, like the
insect.
like, are you in somebody, or is it a bug?
I'm not understanding the question.
Ah, fuck you. Fight insects. Yeah, I'm just gonna say
Figure it out yourself.
And
Whatever you
blow
want to say.
down. We've been trying to figure out how this thing works. Spend all night and day inside these woods. Really trying to figure it out past that point. Fighting insects. Fighting insects. Now I'm going to take you down tonight. We can ride it all the way to the ground. You should be closer singing that.
I don't even know how it's gonna turn out. All these things we're doing, they're just about the new start to all of this stuff.
We said, fighting insects. Fighting insects. Waking up the next day, hangover calling my name. Dog of the hair or hair of the dog. Another mistake, or just a good old day. Fighting insects.
I love it. I don't care who you are. That's a good song, man. We did not pre-plan that.
Oh no, that's a staple, man. That's a staple of the show is improv songs.
Like, we don't even know it right now, but like 10 episodes down, we have T-shirts, stickers on our website.
Oh my god, that would be beautiful. I would totally wear that shirt.
Fighting insects. But how do we spell it? That's the question.
That's the real question. Maybe we should have both the X
Should it
and
be
the
both?
T.
It'll be one way on the front and one way on the back.
Oh, even better,
Fighting
yeah.
insects, and then fighting insects.
Or shouldn't it just be like, we released 2, and one says fighting insects with a question mark, and the other says fighting insects with a question mark.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Like,
That'd be beautiful.
fighting insects? Fighting insects!
Which, I mean, according to, like, true best sex.
Fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, no. It's
I've never
good.
really ran into that. Like, I don't know what my problem is. Like, I've never had an issue with, like,
It's also really bad, though.
fighting right before making love or do whatever.
It's
Also,
good and
though,
bad.
it's probably also because I don't ever have a relationship.
I'll go ahead and just tell you this. Like, this isn't something I usually like talking about, but I'll go ahead and tell you a life lesson I learned is 1, don't ever watch porn with your mate.
Unless they call for it, man.
No.
Nah, I'm totally gonna do it.
No.
She's like, let's watch some porn.
No,
like,
it
all right,
gets
fuck
bad. It gets really bad.
Yeah, explain why.
No, it's just bad for the relationship. Like, eventually the two of you just, like, it'll come to a head where it's just not...
Yeah, but some people actually, as a relationship, they enjoy that type of shit. Well, that's what
then
connects
you have
them.
way better chemistry.
That's what connects them.
Right, so then maybe I just had a bad experience with all this. And the other thing is don't save... This is gonna be funny to say. Don't save your, like, here's what I've been mad about you today for the middle of having sex.
Why would you ever do that? Unless you're really wanting, like, to have a bucking bronco moment. It's the only way I can see. Yeah, it's the only way I can see you wanting to save that for sex. It's like so in the middle of them be like,
look, this isn't just man advice. This is in general. This is for both parties.
Yeah, no,
this isn't just for me.
Yeah, but as a guy, like in the middle of sex,
I think
as a
girls
chick,
should use it to their advantage.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Like as a guy, like if a chick is just all of a sudden says something really dirty, I'm just gonna fuck her harder.
Yeah.
Like she was like, or not dirty, but I mean like mean. Like she was angry. She was like blah 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 blah, and then that triggers me to being like, well, fuck you. But I'm not gonna like stop. Or they'll be like, oh, dried up, well's gone. You know? As a guy, we'll be like, well, I'm just gonna fuck you all. Like so much harder. It's done.
Yeah, and then the last one is don't do a system where you trade off who is the master for like BDSM stuff.
Oh, okay.
Don't do a trade-off system. Just one person take the
Are we
role.
going
Trust
like
me.
Slave moment.
Trust me. Just take the role. Don't
Take
trade
the
it
role
off.
of like master or the role of
Whichever one you'd prefer,
Oh, okay.
because it's different to everybody. But believe me, it sucks changing roles when you just prefer the one.
Oh no, it'd be interesting to change the roles. Like I totally would be fine with being the masochist at one point.
No,
or
it absolutely
or
sucks.
being the dom. What is the guy called? Is he a dominatrix as well? I thought dominatrix was literally just.
I don't know. Either way, I always had to be the master.
Yeah, so I take it you're a masochist. You prefer the other role. Like for me, I'm like, don't hang me up in chains with my nipples. I don't want that.
No,
But,
I actually genuinely wanted the flip flop. I was the one that suggested it. That's why I'm saying it was a bad idea. I genuinely wanted to go through both. Like I was like,
you wanted
all
to
right.
see how the experience would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, I'm supposed to be the one being dominated. Wow, you're really bad at this.
I was just thinking just that. I was like, wait a second. Who all of our friends is gonna hear this?
Oh, dude, anybody that wants to.
I know, but I'm like, because I'm just gonna send it on my Facebook and other things and like that, and just probably I'm gonna do a mass.
Look,
one and
I
be
know
like,
it's
here's
not.
the link.
This isn't a subject I really want to bring up often. It's just I think it's funny, and at this like I feel like it's a situation where you can laugh at me and be like, "Wow, Austin, you're really weird."
I have like
and I
several
think I should have some of that because I did just throw, as the kids say, shade at everyone I know, right at the start of it.
Well, thank you for that shade, man. I love sunglasses when it's
You know what I'm saying, right? But you know what I'm saying, right? Like at the beginning of all this, I said I hate everyone. I'm mad at all of you. You're not even out of this because I'm talking to you, but I'm not talking to any of these other
Yeah,
people
but
either.
you also
So,
haven't
like,
stopped throwing shade throughout this whole thing.
oh, dude, no, so much shade. I've got shade for all of you. But that's why I'm also being vulnerable here. I'm opening up a thing that's like really like, wow, Austin, you can make fun of me.
Is it vulnerability?
Here you
Is
go,
it
guys.
vulnerability
Or
when
hate
you're
me.
willing to do
or
it?
hate me for saying these things.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like the fact that not enough women make sandwiches anymore.
I have yet to meet one that has.
That's what I'm saying. Not enough women make sandwiches.
No, I'm even going back to like with my childhood. My mom, okay, my sister made sandwiches for me.
Laney makes really good sandwiches.
But like, okay, I don't know
She
about
makes
for you,
terrible
Michael,
chicken.
But like,
oh, and her turkey is dry
Oh my
compared to
Jonathan's-
when compared to Jonathan.
Jonathan's was
Jonathan
amazingly
makes amazing
juicy.
turkey.
She was so mad.
Jonathan was so juicy.
He was a juicy boy. But anyways, fuck, you made me forget what I was gonna say.
Good.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, eh? Yeah. What?
Did you forget? What the crap?
What did I forget what I was gonna say? Yeah, I did. I said that. I literally said I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I mean, Jonathan's juicy.
He is, but I had nothing to do with that. I was thinking of the sandwich. Okay, so my
Yeah, see, sandwich. Not enough women make sandwiches. See, so
Yeah.
be mad at me.
So not enough women make sandwiches.
I love
according
it.
To, according
I
to
love
this
it
guy.
when you're
But
mad.
I've never had a sandwich made by any woman but my sister.
My grandma.
What?
My grandma made me sandwiches.
Did grandma make you? She made me cereal and cookies and like she made me a lot of stuff and she gave me candy a lot. She gave me so much candy. Oh my god, she never made me a sandwich, but she made me cookies and a lot of interesting things. But that's the wrong one. Now you're grabbing the wrong one. But either way, oh, you're trying to pick us all up. Oh no, you're moving it. I have to now move positions in order to even be. Hey.
No, just speak louder.
I don't want to yell for this, but okay,
just
fine.
speak louder for the minute.
That fucks. That fucks. That works. All right, fine. If you're going over here, I'll just join you.
I just need a cigarette.
I don't want to be loud as hell just to be heard. That's annoying. Anyways.
Well, then who cares? Remember, the whole point is that the whole point of this podcast, right, is that it's not necessarily a podcast as much as it's me just talking to you, which is why that I'm willing to share
it's
intimate secrets that are embarrassing.
It's Bear Thing's
it's
show. It's not even you just talking to me. It's Bear Thing's show. He's just kind enough to let us be a part of it.
I get it, and he invited us here today for these kind of things.
Which so.
Which I've been wanting to bring up the entire time.
Well, I
said
can't.
I quit. Okay.
My mother. Did she ever make you a sandwich? Mom?
Oh, I'm sure she has, yeah.
Well, I can distinctly remember Mom never made me a sandwich. Unless I was
bologna.
No, she made me a grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, that's wrong. I'm wrong. She made me a grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup, but I was sick. And lady came over and was like, "Hey, he's pretty sick." And Mom's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Has he eaten anything?" And Mom's like, "I don't think so. He hasn't gotten out of bed." And like, he's like, "We should make him a grilled cheese sandwich." So like, still, again, lady's the one that gave me the grilled cheese sandwich. Mom made it.
Hey, but you got the experience of going to the auction every week.
Dude, that was interesting. I actually that was probably one of my favorite parts of the weekend, was going to the auctions with Mom and Dad. Because I would just go play chess with random old guys.
No, are you freaking serious?
Yeah, or not chess, checkers. I would go play checkers with random old guys at this auction.
We gotta start going to the auction.
I don't want to do it.
No, I'm
now.
serious. We gotta start going to the auction.
I don't. Does that auction? That auction doesn't even exist anymore.
Is it not?
No. That was the only because they took me to a couple. Yeah, they took me to a couple other auctions, and none of them were as good as that one. Because that one was such an old timey feel, and you would go and like as a kid, you would just walk around and be like, "What the hell is happening?" They're selling horses and tractors and other random shit that my parents definitely didn't need.
Right.
But then like I would go out to like the area where like there's concessions and all that.
Yeah, the vendors and stuff.
And then like there would be a small table, or I call it a table, but it was a big ass barrel with a plywood on top of it and a cloth checkerboard, and we would play checkers. And
Yeah.
I would sit there. Sometimes I'd play with some kids, but rarely did I ever see kids that wanted to play the checkers with me. So then it would be old men. They'd be like, "Oh, you want to play checkers?" I was like, "Yes." So I'd sit there with these old guys and we'd play checkers. It was a lot of fun.
That's what's up.
They kicked my ass a lot. They never took it easy. They would,
Good.
When they beat me, they would tell me what they did, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool."
That's awesome. See, that's good. See, like, that's the thing. It's like I at 18, I decided to go ahead and get into Pokemon because I got into Dragon Ball, I got into Pokemon, all that at 18 just to see what it was like.
You got into Dragon Ball at 18? I feel like that was so long ago.
Yeah.
But it really isn't, I guess.
No, it is a long time ago, dude. I'm old. I'm an old man.
Since we were 18, it's been a while.
But so I was getting into Pokemon, and then I met this dude at work that was also into Pokemon, and he actually went to their gyms. They call them gyms, Pokemon gym, which is just a Pokemon get together. We're all going to play cards, whatever. But they have a gym leader because he's the guy that hosts the event. He keeps track of everything, makes sure it's all following the rules. He's basically like the monitor.
Yeah.
So he was honestly the most passionate. The gym leader was really cool. I don't remember his name. That's really unfortunate.
We'll call him Bob. His name was Jim Bob. The gym leader Bob. My bad, not Jim Bob.
Maybe. I don't know. He was an Asian.
Alright, he could be Bob. If you're saying Asians can't be named Bob, that's not the point.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying he was an Asian. I doubt his name was Bob. I can't really remember now. But the thing is that he was awesome. Like, he was really awesome. The whole thing was really awesome. But the thing is, so I went to Pokemon, and I got stomped on by 13-year-olds.
Yeah, who knew what the fuck they were doing.
Yes, because they go to gyms.
They're like, who the hell are you guys?
And this is the first time I'm at the gym. But they were also, it was the same thing with like the whole checkers thing, where it's like, here's how I beat you, and then it just made me better. I just got so much better. But the reason what I'm actually getting to is while I went to this, it then changed from, oh, I'm going to Pokemon Gym to play Pokemon, to there was always this kid reading a book who was also like 13 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But he was always reading a book with a chess table. So he sit, because it was at a McDonald's.
So he just sat alone
So he
at
would
the chess
sit at a
table.
booth while his sister played Pokemon.
Oh, so he was like bringing his little sister in this thing.
Yeah, and he
Okay.
would sit there with the book and had the... no, not his little sister. He was there with his mom. He was about the same age. They were both about, they were both like 12, 13, 14.
Okay. Either way.
You know what I'm saying?
Sister, sibling.
And so I was 18. Anyway, so I'm there playing Pokemon, but I noticed for like 3 weeks, I'm like, dude, this kid doesn't ever play Pokemon. He just sits there and reads a book, and he has a chess table, and no one sits down to play with him.
So you sat down and played
For 3 weeks, and I'm like, I love chess.
Yeah,
so I
why
sit
not?
down. He stomps me.
He was like, oh.
I beat him once
Did he,
out of
did he
like...
remove the book and set it aside calmly and then like
Yes.
fix his glasses, look at you and be like, so we're playing?
Yes. he didn't have glasses on.
I'm just
he didn't have
imagining
glasses. But yes, no, like think of everything that would be like the
Anime
nerd,
moment?
the anime nerd, like absolute, like no, it was that. Like he did, like I sat down and I'm like, hey, you want to play? And he was just closed the book slowly, set it down, look at me. Oh yeah, let's play chess. Finally, a competitor, you know?
Yeah.
Like that kind of moment. And then he just stomped me, and then stomped me again because I was like, "Oh, that was good rematch."
Yeah,
Stomp me
like,
again.
Like you had a confidence that
Stomp
you're like
me
maybe
again.
he just got some good moves in and I learned from them.
But no,
he just stopped you.
This young gentleman never told me how he was beating me.
I mean, that's a good chess player.
Exactly.
Why
No,
would you?
he just kept beating me.
You need to go off by
Because
yourself and learn.
as a good chess player, I would just get better.
Exactly.
Right? And I beat him once out of 100+ games.
Holy shit.
I beat him
Did you keep
once.
going home and being like, I need to study more chess? Is that the time period you were doing chess all the freaking time?
No.
Okay.
That's I only played chess when I played against him because I just didn't have anybody to play against. Now, in the meantime, I had like the reason it was so like okay, now I have to go play chess with this kid was because like I would play chess randomly. Like there was one time I was just hanging out with this with some friends in Georgia. And somehow chess got brought up when we were about to leave to go eat.
Yeah.
Or no, my chessboard was in the car.
Well, that's a cool freaking bottle.
So we're eating, and my chessboard's in the car.
Yes.
My chessboard's in the car, and we're eating. Wow. And my chessboard's in the car, and somehow chess got brought up, and so this chick's boyfriend and I were talking about chess, and I was like, well, if you want to play chess, why don't we just play chess?
The only true statement's ever been said.
That's true. That's a good one. But, so, like, it just somehow came up. I said, yeah, okay, well, I have a chessboard right now if you want to play chess.
What?
And so he said yes, and so we played chess, and I beat him.
Okay.
Right? So, like, this was my prior thing, like, playing against you and all my friends. Now, Thomas gives me a run for my money. No joke.
Your cousin Thomas?
No, not my cousin. My cousin Tom. I don't have a cousin Thomas. Thomas.
Who's Thomas?
Thomas. You probably haven't met him, or if you have, you've met him once.
Is he the one that was out in the boonies?
Yes.
I've always thought he was your cousin. I just assumed he was your cousin.
No, that's just my friend Thomas.
Okay.
Which I need to go see him. I really do.
Because you always came down when you came and visited. You would go.
I would go see Thomas, right?
But to me, that was in my head. I was like, oh, it's his cousin.
Because I'm his last real friend, bro.
Well, Thomas, so you know we're
So I
friends.
go hang out with Thomas.
Because I did meet Thomas.
Well, I mean,
one time.
I guess real friend is the wrong term. Because the thing is, he has a lot of friends. He really does. He does have a lot of friends. But the only thing is that I'm the only one that like knows him and goes and sees him in person. And I've known him. I've known him about as long as I've known you.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't giving you to sip it. I was just wanting you to hold it. Hold my empire.
It tastes even better in the koozie.
Somehow it does, right? Though.
Tastes even better in the koozie. Yeah, so like my prior experience up to meeting this kid was basically like I stomp everybody I play with.
Yeah.
You know, because like I sucked when I started, but then I beat my dad, and once I started beating my dad, he couldn't beat me.
a lot of shit.
He couldn't beat me, and then every time I played against people, I was just like, oh, well, I can beat you. And then I started playing Thomas, and Thomas could beat me. Thomas actually went to like regionals with chess. Yeah. And I didn't know that until one day I was like, dude, I'm really getting into chess. He's like, oh, you want to play chess? Because nobody wants to play chess. Whenever you're good at chess.
Yeah, when you're good at chess, people
nobody around you wants to play chess. That's why you have to go.
Stomping them.
You have
And
to go to the place to play chess.
As we pointed out earlier, a good chess player never tells how they win.
No.
They just want you to get better.
Yeah, no, it's your turn. Learn.
Yeah.
It's your turn to learn.
I mean,
I learned.
I mean, I was thinking about it, like, when we played, I don't ever remember it being a stomp match in either
No,
direction.
we always had a good one.
Yeah.
We always had a good
But
one.
I don't like chess. I enjoy the game and I love the theories behind chess, but I never enjoyed chess.
I think we should play shogi.
I
think you
love
would
to
really
play
enjoy shogi.
because
Being able to redeploy your enemy's captured pieces. Wow.
Exactly. I do remember when I was younger, I used to play chess against computers a lot.
What, you want to play chess?
You may say, change level to 3. The board is
Or are you just playing against a computer?
Dude, guys, today is May 4th and the liquor store just opened up.
Dude, you finally mentioned it, and I've been trying. Since after I finished my whole rant of I hate everybody, I was gonna be like, okay, here we go. So it is May the 4th. So we should talk about Star Wars.
Oh, no, I was going about liquor, but sure, Star Wars. May the 4th be with everybody today.
So we
on
should
this
talk about Star
lovely,
Wars.
beautiful
It's the Star Wars day. Let's talk about Star Wars. Now, I want to start though.
Hey,
let's talk
can
about.
Can I get to what I was saying earlier? Today's drink.
Oh,
is-
sponsors.
Well,
The non-sponsor sponsors.
Non-sponsors yet, but hopefully. Today's drink though is Bud Light Platinum, Mike's Hard Lemonade, and Miller High Life, which one day we hope to be sponsored by.
No. Miller High Life doesn't count because you drank it before the show. Remember? That's the rule that you made.
What was the rule? I don't remember it at all.
The rule was that before and after doesn't get mentioned in the podcast, only during.
Okay. What about Bud Light Platinum?
So Bud Light Platinum, but not Miller High Life.
Let's
It's
just say
Mike's Hard Lemonade
and
Bud Light Platinum. It's not sponsored by Miller High Life. Next episode could be.
Got it.
I mean, they're not sponsored anyway.
Yeah, I was like, we're not sponsored at all,
But then we got to bring up all the other stuff like Dirty Bastard.
No. That's because that's the reason I made that rule. Is that when they first show up, again, not like, but like this is the first time Miller's been showed up in this podcast because this is the first podcast.
Episode 1, maybe.
Episode 1, season 1, second one, whatever you want to call it. May the 4th. May it always be remembered.
So tribute. It's episode 1, man.
It's episode 1.
It's episode 1. So let's talk, and it's May the 4th.
Exactly. It's a good day to
So
talk about Star Wars.
let's specifically talk about episode 1.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Let's. Wait.
Move Charlie 1.
Are you a purist? Because if we're talking about episode 1, are we talking about episode 4?
Move Charlie.
No. I would say that I am kind of close to a purist, and I get that. Because I would have said let's talk about Star Wars. Because I'm a purist.
Yeah, because Star Wars.
I would
New
say,
Hope.
hey,
Which you
let's
did.
talk about
you
Star
did.
Wars.
You did say let's talk about Star Wars.
But I was still coming up with
the whole idea. Okay.
what was like, okay, what should we talk about? And it's episode 1, and that's when it hit me.
Today's,
It's like, it's
so
episode
today's
1.
topic isn't actually about Star Wars because we've gotten to it at this point, which has been an hour and a half later, or 45.
I know, because like that's the thing. But
Which
like,
I am going to break them up. I'm going to put them out on the same day.
You don't think they should be hours long?
No, like I think they should still be like 2 hours long and shit like that. But this one's going to be a
Well,
long
I'll just see
one.
how long it'll let me upload.
All right.
I don't know what the length of my
But
uploads are allowed to be on YouTube.
The reason I want to break it down is
So
so,
we'll just
people
break
can
it-
have a part 1 and part 2. So like, because if you're watching like a 3 to 4 hour video, 5 hour video, and I know for me, I don't actually have that 4 to 5 hours to literally sit here and watch it unless it's my off day.
Yeah, I guess that's the difference because I drive for a living, so I get 5 hours to listen to a single thing.
So like,
Alexa, move
so for people who don't have jobs like that, because now the new job I got, yes, I can totally do it. But the job prior, I couldn't have done that. So for the people who don't have jobs that can just be like, put it in, I want to put part 1, part 2 if we make long videos. So therefore they can be like, hey, here's part 1.
I
hey,
assume
here's
all
part
of them
2.
will be long because looking back, right?
We've only made
everything
long
we've
ones.
done in the pre-release
Yeah, we've only made long ones.
are what? The shortest one was an hour and a half.
Yep.
Yeah, where it was basically just like, yeah, I came over,
Yeah.
and then it was just like, dude, I gotta go.
Yeah,
It's
we
been fun.
had to leave because of the fact that we went longer than anticipated.
Mhm.
So
It's been fun.
So I'm saying like what we should do then at that point.
That's the one without an outro.
Yes.
An outro song.
Because I refused.
Yeah, because there's no
Yeah, there's no
system.
yes.
That's not actually the word.
No, I was gonna say monotony, but order.
Order. It's all chaos.
Order.
If I was going to give this podcast an alignment, if I was going to give this podcast an alignment,
Chaotic neutral?
It's a chaotic
Yeah,
neutral
it's totally chaotic
podcast.
I mean, if you're into D&D, this is a chaotic neutral
Or
podcast.
is it
or if even if you're not into D&D, go fuck yourself. But if you
hold on,
are,
is it chaotic good?
we're not good. Neither of us are good ever.
You sure?
Michael, do you have that? Do you think either Austin and I are good? I can't even say his name.
Arston?
Arston.
Am I Arston now?
You are Arston.
Oh, okay.
I think that question goes back to original sin.
Original
Oh,
sin.
wow, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's you do bring up a point.
See, hey,
But-
you know why women don't like picking where to eat and they always divert to the man? Because the last time they picked
Oh shit!
the first sin.
Oh my
The
god.
last time they picked.
That's funny. That's terrible, but it's funny.
Yeah, my dad told me that joke.
That's a pretty damn fun one. Good job.
Oh my god, yeah! That is an
Yeah.
impressive joke for your dad.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sexist as fuck, but that is an impressive. Is that where you get your sexism from? Is your dad sexist?
I don't know, I'm sexist.
I know you are.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sexist. Feminist, dude. Feminism,
I'm sexist.
dude. Feminist, except fourth wave feminism. Oh, which reminds me of
Did you
this
say
joke
fourth wave
that I've been-
feminism?
There's this third wave or whatever. Third wave feminism is terrible,
I
but
don't
the first
either.
couple,
Just past
first
Me
couple,
Too.
I guess we're fine, huh?
Past the Me Too movement.
Me too.
No, third wave is like Me Too and everything.
But all the
Third wave is what we're dealing with right now.
Dude, we
The first
love-
two, where it was like, oh, we want equal rights as men, where it was like, oh, you want to vote, you want to be able to get a credit card, you want to be able to have land rights, you want like that all makes sense.
It really
Yeah,
is.
okay.
It's like you're a human being. You should be allowed to have those
Right.
things.
Well, there's this joke. There's this joke, right? And I don't remember it exactly, but so roughly, it's like women got the right to vote. The women, the whole feminism thing, right? The first feminism movement was like, oh, we want the right to vote. Oh, good for you. Now you get 2 votes. Wow.
Is that really what it was? Did they get 2 votes?
Basically saying she's making the male.
The man's gonna vote whatever she wants, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, because
Wow,
she's
I
a
did not
woman,
get that at all.
right? And so now she gets to vote too. So okay, you get 2 votes. All right, cool. The rest of America gets 1. Women, they get 2. All right, cool. If that's what you want, because obviously women always win.
That's hysterical.
You know, Egypt, right? The pharaohs, like most of the pharaohs were women. It wasn't just an actual like. It wasn't a what's her name? Cleopatra, right? She wasn't a random like no. She was just a great one. Like she's just memorable because of all the expansions and everything she did and her heritage, and that's when Rome and all that, you know. And but anyways, the pharaohs were generally women.
You know,
Yes, there were male pharaohs,
At some point,
but usually they were women.
I would like.
We're going back to that. So women are going to be in
have a
charge of
conversation
everything.
about your love
They
life.
worshipped cats. The culture
Yes.
worshipped cats.
Yes. Because the thing is, I can't say whatever. I don't even know what.
You get what I'm
You
saying,
see
right?
what I'm saying?
Hold on. Shut your mouth. And whatever your crap is that you're talking
My
about.
crap was definitely more important to him than it was to you.
Yeah, it probably was. But the listeners are probably more interested in what I just said.
I did just come out of nowhere with a random sentence.
Probably more interested in what I just said, which is the fact that the freaking Egyptians, right, mostly run by women. The pharaohs were mostly women.
A pharaoh?
The pharaohs were mostly women.
I mean,
We look back in history, and yes, we remember a lot of the men. Because a lot of the men were there, they did
You're
it
probably
in
right.
the beginning.
You're probably
And we remember Cleopatra.
That would definitely make the whole story of Moses and go.
well, Cleopatra was the shit, all right. Don't talk.
I'm not negative.
Yeah, okay.
No,
She was the
bad.
freaking shit. Like,
No,
I love
no,
strong,
no.
powerful women. Like good, strong, powerful women is.
But here's the thing.
amazing thing.
Here's the thing.
Pharaoh at the time of Moses was a girl. That changed the dynamic.
No, it was totally a boy because he called him brother, and he became the pharaoh. It definitely was a dude.
Yeah, but still, you're saying Pharaoh as if it's always a male.
I am using it as if it's a
Yeah, but
other
Pharaoh's
language.
not always a male.
Other language is like male or male and
Pharaoh's
female.
not
But Pharaoh
always.
is not. You're
Pharaoh's
right.
a title.
Yes, I mean.
Like president.
President. But we say Mr. or Mrs. President.
Well, we've never said that.
Yeah, we've never said Mrs.
that's a good
I'm waiting
point.
for the year that we do. I want a strong female president, but I don't think we're gonna get it, especially if
I don't
Oh no,
Hillary
no,
gets
it's totally gonna happen because the thing is,
That's
here's the
a
thing.
Freudian slip there.
But the funny,
it's just part of my
I don't think
political
we're gonna
views on
get
her.
a female.
oh, it's gonna happen.
Dude,
It's inevitable.
Oprah,
It's gonna be
2020.
a while.
Dude, it's gonna happen. No, it's inevitable. It's gonna be soon.
I don't know. Somebody could. It could be a female coming. They'd have to come out. I don't think anybody.
I'm
that's
willing to even say, dude,
out right now that could do it.
I got
Anybody that's out right now is getting
I
too
mean,
much time.
hopefully Hillary doesn't ever get it. Like, if we do need a strong female president, but I would like her to be someone who gives a shit about what's actually going on. And I don't
There's this
see.
new
I don't
Puerto
see.
Rican chick that's trying to.
Dude, maybe she can. That'd be awesome.
She's a Dem, but she's.
I mean, yeah, but so was Obama, and I'm not a big fan of Obama. Don't get me wrong, but like, he wasn't the worst thing. He was pretty bad, though. He was a pretty bad president. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that, but like, I don't agree with Obama.
I saw this cool wallet today.
Your wallet is a wreck, and is it raining? You're wet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. What are you doing? Like, seriously, what are you doing?
I'm playing a card. I'm playing my wild card.
Okay. Alright. Oh, that's an actual wild card, but not from any game.
No, this is a 2016 Marvel Adventure Unlimited Destination Uncharted.
Wild card. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Like they came in the packs where it was for a competition, and it says wild card on it.
What's the competition?
The competition was for an Adventure Uncharted Destination Uncharted, like so it's for a cruise or something like that. Scan the code, log in at Marvel, play your first hand, get your free gift.
So, like, we're literally playing, like,
It's a
poker or
competition.
whatever.
No, I don't know. I don't know what this is, but probably. But the thing is, I had 5.
Wait, is that what you wanted to pull out?
Yes, I now have 2. I've
What does that have
played
to
3
anything to do
more.
with a strong female character?
Hold on.
Okay.
I've played 3 of these. It was based on what was being said.
Okay.
So I had 5.
Yeah.
I now have 2 left in my hand.
Yeah, you played one of them.
I've played 3 already.
Oh, you played 3 of them. You're a dirty bastard. You shouldn't play women like that.
In the long run since 2016. I know it's only been 3 years. I played them really.
So you played them once a year.
I played them.
Essentially, if you
Oh,
break
so
it down,
yeah, here we
you
are.
You play them
It's
once
time
a
to
year.
play my. It's my wild card of the year. Okay, so my wild card of the year, which this goes to you.
Mikkel, you get a wild
There you
card.
go. Wild card of the year.
I want a wild card. Do I get the next wild card next
Which-
year? Or are you
which
gonna
is
give it to
me.
me? Or are you gonna give it to the other
Next
guest?
one, Koozie.
Which is to
I
me.
think it's technically spelled with
Okay,
like
so
a
wild
C.
card.
I think it's spelled with a C, like COOZIE or something stupid like that.
Wild card. I am now
Hey,
going
Google.
to make a prediction.
How do you spell koozie?
My wild card, right? I'm going to now make a prediction.
Oh, no, it's spelled like this.
It's basically a bet. I'm betting you. And I played my wild card is the bet. There, you know, like I'm giving it to you.
All right, you're
Playing
you're
it.
doing a bet.
Here it is. Wild card, throwing it out there. Here's what's going to happen, right? A woman president will happen in the next 4 years.
No, I think okay, maybe you're right because we were
Wild card.
4 years.
Yeah, it's gotta be extreme, dude. I just gave you a couple. Like it's gotta be like an extreme prediction.
It's
Next
not-
4 years, you
You said in the
said,
next
but the
2.
next it has to be within the next technically 5 years if you're going right. Because
Wait. Okay, hold on. It's about to come up for. Okay.
So I was gonna say 2024 is what
No,
I
I'm
was
saying
expecting.
4. Yeah, 24.
Yeah, because you're on 24, which is not the next 4 years.
So 5 years. I gotta say 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh God! But the election
Technicalities.
happens the year before.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
You could just say
Official
within-
inauguration. You're declaring it from
within the
official
next 2
inauguration. I'm
Yes,
declaring it
because
from
that's when
official
our
victory.
president is president.
Okay, fair enough. So 5
within
years.
the next 2 elections. You say that. Within the next 2 elections.
But he wants a
No,
proper prediction.
not this election. Next election.
so the next
By
two.
next election,
By the next-
there's gonna be a.
So 2024 is when we get our female president, which is what I'm hoping when we get our female president.
Yeah,
Actually, no,
absolutely, 100%, without a doubt. There it is.
No, I'm still
Boom.
actually hoping
female
Oprah
president,
2020.
and she's gonna be. She's clearly gonna
Do you
be.
think Trump will get reelected?
Dude, so many people are worried about that because he does have a lot of strong votes.
He's
still
totally
on
gonna
him.
get reelected. 100% reelected. Trump reelected.
Which at that point, then they can still
Obama got
they can follow
reelected.
the
A lot of people hated him. Threw it all out.
Yeah, a
all
lot
the
of people
time.
hated,
He still got reelected.
A lot of people hated.
Everyone gets
Bush,
8 years.
And he got reelected.
Everyone gets 8 years.
Well, everyone doesn't, but it has been like that.
Yeah, no, not a lot of people hated Obama. Honestly, not a lot of people. We had the minority had a stronger voice during the time period.
So
of
it's the
Obama.
same thing right now?
Yeah, it's exactly the same
Who was
thing.
the last president that didn't have?
8 years?
8 years.
Alexa.
Truman.
Clinton.
Who was the last president
Clinton.
that didn't serve 8 years?
Clinton.
Did Clinton not
Bill
serve?
Clinton.
Did Clinton not serve 8
No, he
years?
definitely-
I thought
Bill
he's-
Clinton didn't serve his full term. He got reelected though.
This was Barack Obama. Did that answer your question?
No, it did not answer the question at all.
Who was the last president to only serve 4 terms?
Wow, 4 terms. What the crap are you talking
4
about?
years. Alexa.
Hey Google.
One
Who was the
term.
last president
How many presidents have
to
only served 4 years?
Let's see if Google's better than Alexa.
There have been nearly a dozen one-term presidents who ran for second terms but were denied by voters, but
Yeah.
only 3 one-term presidents since World War II. The
Who was
most
it?
recent one-term president...
George H.W. Bush, you were wrong.
Yeah. I thought it was W.
Yeah.
I thought
George
it was- I
H.W.
thought it was
Bush.
W.
So
'Cause
Bush
Clinton was
Senior.
the one that knocked him off. Because he went into
Yeah,
debt.
like Clinton went through his shit,
Bush
and people got
Senior only
angry.
got 4?
Yeah, people got angry, but they still re-voted him into
But-
presidency
But
for
he
all
was
the
vice
nonsense.
president for Reagan for 8 years. So Bush
So,
was vice president.
so you have
for
Bush
Reagan
Senior,
for
who's
8
the
years.
only one from that point on that proceeded to be a 4-term president.
I think it was pretty.
Not 4 terms.
Yeah,
2 terms.
Damn it, Mikael.
2 terms.
2-term
Thank you.
president.
I like how this got political all of a sudden. But my wild card, my crazy insane bet, right?
All of a sudden, we've been talking about politics for a moment since we talked about strong.
I know, but this out of nowhere at the same
Yeah,
time.
you're right. Okay.
Okay,
Wild card.
Beer.
not yet. So the freaking a woman's gonna run the place, right? Woman's gonna be
It
president.
has to happen. at
It's
some
going to
point.
happen, but it's not happening this time because Trump's going to get elected, and it's going to be a conservative or whatever, blue,
Liberals?
yeah,
Or
whatever. They're all
Democratic?
Democrats. Yeah, they're all the same to me.
You think she's gonna be Democratic?
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope
Because
it's,
it's
I hope it's a Hispanic.
Because it'll swing the
I
other
do.
way.
oh, it will be.
I really hope it's a
No,
Hispanic.
it will be. It'll be some sort of. She'll either be mixed or she'll be completely ethnic. One or the other.
Okay.
And it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be Hispanic.
I really hope it happens.
I really.
'cause
it's not.
that
Gonna,
would
no,
be-
it's gonna be Hispanic.
That would
It
be
has to-
amazing.
No,
that would
it
be
will be.
freaking amazing.
It'll be a Hispanic woman.
So we can break. So she can literally break our like record history moment, where it's like not only is she a woman and not only is she not white, she's Hispanic. All right.
And then we'll tear down all the
Like she'll
walls.
tear down everything.
Yeah.
Fucking, she'll be beautiful.
The world's gonna be Mexico.
And maybe
No,
she'll.
but that's
Maybe
not
she'll
my
be
wild
young.
card
Maybe
for
she'll
this.
even break even more.
Yeah, no,
She'll be
exactly.
young.
No, it's gonna be Astelia Cortez or whatever. That's it.
Is that one? That's that one Democrat right now?
I don't know. Yeah, but no, she's not gonna win this one though. But she's gonna win the next one.
The next one, dude, I'd
Yeah.
love it. I would fucking love it. 4 years later, she also wins
She's
the presidency.
apparently a bartender that is now a politician.
2020.
Like, she was just like, I'm gonna do it.
Dude, your Alexa really likes Trump.
Yeah, it does. And Obama.
And Obama. It mentioned Biden, but she didn't say anything about Biden. She just popped up his name.
And Biden.
He's like, well, he's also running for presidency this year.
Of course.
I mean, fuck.
Anyway, who cares though? Here's the thing: is next election. That's what matters. So a Democratic Hispanic woman is going to be president, and we're just and the reason that I'm making that huge prediction is because I think we're following in the footsteps of Egypt, who had usually mostly women as pharaohs.
Okay.
Near the end, right?
I still
and
wanna know
they
where you-
worshipped cats.
Where are you getting this theory? I
You
mean,
know Bernie Sanders is
yeah.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
running,
he
and
is.
he's doing terrible.
he was.
He would have won last election
year.
if Hillary didn't steal it from
He
him.
would have. He would have.
And
Wait,
then
no, had it been Hillary versus or not Hillary?
No.
Obama or no, what was his name? Trump
versus Bernie.
Yeah,
Bernie
Bernie would
wins.
have won because I would have voted for Bernie too.
Feel the burn.
Yeah, I would have voted
Bernie.
for Bernie. Now, granted,
Everyone would have voted
He wanted
for
a
Bernie.
socialism idea, but still,
Right,
we wanted
but
to try.
everybody was gonna do
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, we're like, let's fucking try it and see how it works.
I don't even think it would have been like a let's try it. I think it would have been he'd have pushed us to that medium point.
Mm-hmm.
He'd at least been able to bring us to the middle, and then we'd at least have fucking healthcare.
I mean, let's get rid of
You know
Obama.
what I mean? We'd have at least gotten to where we
No,
had
he doesn't want to get rid of
healthcare.
Obamacare.
No, let's get rid
does
of. He wanted to change Obamacare to what it's not. What Obamacare was like, hey, let's try Obamacare this way, where it was going towards what he wants, but it's not at all. It's worse.
Well, it's stupid.
It's worse than what we actually
We're
have.
all paying into it. It shouldn't be that way. If we're all fucking doing our taxes
well,
at the end of the year, and somehow
I mean, technically-
80% of the fucking population is still getting money back, don't give them the money back.
No,
Let them go to the hospital for
technically,
free.
we need to pay into it. No, all of us would technically need to pay into it in order for it to work the way he wants it to work.
But if you're making us pay it out of our income tax. If
No,
you're
not your income
charging
tax.
us-
But yeah, I see what you're saying. But like, for Obamacare to work in the sense of a socialism format, we would have to
absolutely.
pay taxes.
Everybody has
our
to
taxes
pay
would jump
into
up to like 10 to 11% in order for it to work the right way. That's all I'm saying.
I just think if I'm not going to the hospital, why the crap am I paying? That's what I think.
Because other people need to live, Austin.
Well, I think it's gonna be.
Yeah, but I'm not the one, so why am I having to give up my...
people
I'm
need
giving
to
up my
freaking-
income.
I think at that point,
My
the
hard
way
earnings.
The way to just
That makes no sense to
show
me.
that to people would have to be, for one, it's a mandatory system. It'd be taxed. You know what I mean?
It'd be taxed
But
no matter what.
It would be, listen, you're paying for what's going to be an expensive operation for you for the future.
Or even,
You're going to
but
need
no, the thing
something
is
that's
like,
going to wind up costing you a lot more than you pay from a month-to-month basis.
unless you're rich as fuck.
You know what I mean?
I don't care about it.
But,
it would be
I
a
don't
tax.
care about it.
It'd
No.
be basically
Then,
a tax
okay, if I'm
for
going to need
everybody.
it eventually, let me go ahead and work towards getting the money and the funds for it.
Which is what that would essentially what it's doing.
That's what
Right, but you're
already-
just setting it
you're
aside
already
for
paying.
me. I don't want you to set it aside for me.
But no, but you're saying you want to set it aside yourself instead.
Yeah.
But what if you?
Because I'm going to set it aside in a different way. I'm going to set
But-
aside it
but-
as assets, and I'm going to use it to invest in things, and I'm going to grow myself.
Yeah, but you being stupid accidentally put it into the wrong asset and you lose all of it.
Okay, fine. I'm homeless now, and I got to die. I suffered the consequences.
But with the way they're wanting you to do
But
it,
that with that whole mentality, if life was like that and that was the mentality for everybody,
we'd be living the world we live in now.
We'd be in the same goddamn world.
Yes!
We'd be in the same
Okay,
fucking world.
fine.
Oh my god.
We'd
Exactly.
still have homeless people, and then we'd still be trying to figure out how the fuck
How we're
we
gonna
help
pay
these
for
homeless
anything.
people that are dumbasses that are on the street because they didn't do the right thing.
Now, okay,
Fair enough.
But
We think they are
yours is a
dumbasses,
mixture of
which really-
socialism with Darwinism, which is that the strong should survive and the weak will die.
I don't want socialism in any way.
No, but you were like,
Let me
we
take
should-
care of me.
Okay, fine.
Like
Then
I
yours-
said,
then yours is straight up
I'm
Darwinism.
mad at all of you.
Yours is straight up Darwinism.
Let me just take care of me. I'm mad at everyone. I have plenty of reasons to be mad at
Okay,
everyone.
The thing is, I get it. Take care of you, whatever. Like, and I get that too because, like, I would prefer to do things if I can do it. I would do it myself. I don't like asking for help.
I think I'm
but
turning
I
into
have to.
Trevor.
I have no. Trevor's
Dude, I think I'm turning into McConnell.
no.
Like, no joke.
No.
Do you
no,
see what I'm
no,
saying?
No. Shut up. The reason is because I listened to way more of McConnell's shit, and yes, McConnell has some decent. All right, I'm never gonna say good, because it's not. He has decent ideas, and yes, at some point it makes sense, but it really doesn't, because he doesn't truly understand everything he's saying. He says things because he's picked up this, he's picked up this, he's picked up this, but he doesn't put them together in the proper order. He's like, jigsaw. Oh, all these pieces can stick together, but should they? No. The answer is no. Alright? They shouldn't stick together because that's not how the puzzle has worked. But they can. And that's where he comes with his answers.
So for the listeners, what exactly?
So
This
what I'm
is
saying,
really... Who cares about the listeners?
so what I'm really saying is that, like, yes, I see where you're like, oh, I'm becoming like McConnell, but you
Yeah,
are
exactly. That's better.
you're smart enough in some senses, which McConnell is a smart person. I will never say he's not, because he really is. But he has ideas and the things he tells me that I'm like, let's really break it down logically and look at how the world works, not what you want the world to work like, because that's the way he looks at the world, is how he wants it to look like and how he wants it to work like, but not how it actually is. Because humans aren't this perfect little creature.
So then how am I not turning into him?
Because you hate humans and the fact that you hate humans and you understand how humans actually work. Where McConnell hates humans, but he wants to believe they work this way. Because he's like, humans, you can put them into a pattern. Not true. I'm sorry. No, let's look at it philosophically or psychologically. You're like, humans work these certain patterns, but that's only because us humans want to put patterns into a thing.
Right.
So if you say every serial killer has these certain programs and these certain
No,
patterns
that's
that they
wrong.
follow, it's wrong,
No,
right?
because everyone's an individual. Truly.
Yeah, they are. Because
Yes, there's patterns, but
there's
those patterns don't
but those-
actually
But
come
not
to a
everybody
conclusion.
follows those patterns, because then we go to Pine Theory. Pine Theory says that there's a 0.1% chance that this person is not going to do what you just did, even though he followed the exact same pattern and path. 0.1%
Oh.
says that he's not going to follow that. So stop saying that humans are exactly the same, because we're not. But we're not all special snowflakes. We just all look like special snowflakes.
Sure.
But so
A lot of people look similar.
a lot of people look similar in that being special snowflakes moment, but there's that 0.1% that is special, that is different. So saying that this pattern works all the time is not right. you're not McConnell because of the fact that you do understand that shit.
Yeah, I honestly believe that if we ever did go and have a time machine, and we're able to just be like, and boom, you were like,
Whoa!
100,
Whoa!
you would go somewhere and I'd be like,
my question for you is: do you believe science works the same way?
Like, and the guy would be like, a totally different.
Oh, different Austin.
Speech. And he'd be like, dude, you look exactly like.
Fucking awesome.
I really think, and then that makes me think, because that would have to be. I mean, I probably would.
Wait. Do you
because
believe?
There's people right now where you're like, wow, that person.
I really enjoyed
Stunning
this moment.
Sister of this person.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this moment in watching Endgame, which is it has nothing to actually do with Endgame, but it was something that really was happy for me as like a nerdy moment. Is the time? How do you believe time works? If you were to go back in past and be like, I'm going to change Hitler, I'm going to kill baby Hitler, whatever. We're not even going to the psychological point of it. We're literally going to that. You're going to go back and kill baby Hitler. How do you believe your timeline would work?
Hold on. I'm just mad that you brought up to kill baby Hitler on the first episode when I had saved it for like the fourth, fifth, somewhere in there. Like I had saved to bring up the baby Hitler thing till well into the timeline of podcasts we recorded. Yeah. And then here you are, and you're just like, episode 1 baby Hitler.
No, but I'm going to ask that question. No,
It makes me so mad.
It's going to be part 1 of part 2 of baby Hitler, right? Like, fuck it. But you want to know, how do you look at that?
I'm going to the bathroom.
I'm the one asking you. I'm asking you the question.
That's Mike.
All right, Michael. We'll get his answer in a minute. But like, honestly, I hate the fact that people are like, this is how time works. So, how would...
I think up until this point, really, like the movie even said, we really have almost used Back to the Future as like our
idea of how timelines work.
Theory,
like, if we go back in time and I do this and this and this, it will change literally my timeline.
I could be there and be okay as long as I didn't interact with anybody.
Yeah, no, that's not how that works at all. Like, you can still interact with these people. You can even interact with yourself. It's just going to give you a different... Not you specifically, but it will make another timeline.
Right.
But there's always still the one-track timeline going on because string theory. String theory says every decision that you make and every decision that transpires that you didn't even make will branch off and make another time. So, like, if that's the case, you can't say that history is literally something that repeats itself because it can't possibly repeat itself. That would mean every decision is repeated over and over and our time goes one way and only one way. So, with time working the way it does, I wouldn't give it the Doctor Who theory, which is like it's a wibbly wobbly time or ball of whatever.
Yeah, but I have thought before, like, almost like the way we were just talking about, even if we switched his whole dynamic, it's still the same thing.
Yes.
Like that thing?
Yeah, it will correct itself because you're on this timeline no matter what.
Maybe there is someone that looks like Austin like 300 years ago.
Yes.
And no matter if he doesn't have a cell phone, there's something new
and different about him.
No, there's just something new that he's got, that he's using, that he's doing, and problems that he's going through, and life seems like it's moving too fast, and he's at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's doing, it's the same thing. It's almost just like, it almost could make you think in terms of like it somehow being a reincarnation or like a soul in purgatory continuing and continuing.
Which I have actually brought that up in my stuff.
Or is this purgatory?
I mean, could it? Yes. You're just opening your mouth looking ridiculous right now.
Sliders. Alright, there you go.
But no, okay, my still question for you is still, how would you see that timeline works?
That was my answer.
Sliders?
Sliders.
What does that mean?
Do the thing.
Where he was saying basically
Bear thing, do the thing.
Okay.
Google the thing.
Well,
right?
Yeah. This moment is a bear thing.
What's a slider?
Google. Sliders.
Alexa.
Wait, no.
You know what I'm saying? That thing.
At that moment, then should we have a pause here for Bear Thing to interject?
No.
Alright. Well,
he's doing the thing. He's probably doing it way better than he's doing it.
So
he does all the editing and stuff.
So your answer is sliders. How are you gonna bring Bear Thing into this first episode? We have to do a lot of editing before we put this first episode out then.
No.
Where are you gonna put Bear Thing in? Right now, right this moment. Where the hell are you gonna put Bear Thing at? You said
You know
his
what
name
sucks?
and you
Okay.
brought him up.
Look,
Where are you
know
gonna put him up in this
You know
first
what sucks is
episode?
I've been faking it
I know.
because like Bear Thing's not here.
Yeah, he's not here at all. That's why I was really upset just now. Like I don't know what was happening. Guys,
And I wanted to pretend he was here.
No,
I didn't want to. I didn't want to
No,
tell
no,
people
because
he
the thing is,
wasn't
we
with
already
us.
told them that this is Bear Thing's show. Doesn't mean he's at every fucking episode. It just means that this is his fucking show. So that means he will have his inputs. He will come back and maybe even later edit this episode to add his inputs when he wants to.
That's true. He could.
And at that point,
But he is at the house.
he didn't come, so it's fine. That's not a problem. It's a moth. It's just really one of the light.
Pissed me off.
I saw that
in my ear.
slapping.
I didn't
the
care
fucking
what
air.
it was. I was just like, you fuck. Like, dude, at this point, like, I deal with wasps, bees, all that stuff on it, horseflies. None of it bothers me anymore.
Is she angry or just confused?
Where's the cell phone?
The cell phone is on the floor because I accidentally threw it
I
on
want
the
to
frickin' floor.
Google sliders. I'll show you. That's my answer.
Hey Google. Hey Google. Tell me what a slider is when it comes to string theory.
No.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about because you didn't
Just
sponsor.
Google sliders.
That's gonna be anything. That really could be anything.
Google sliders.
Hey Google. Hey Google. What are sliders?
No.
Here's the definition.
You
Not
said
what
Google
are.
sliders.
Google
Lever that is
sliders.
moved horizontally
That's all you need to
towards
type in.
control a variable,
Hey,
such
Google.
as the volume of a radio.
Hey Google. Google. Oh wait. Hey Google. Sliders.
I found a few locations for sliders.
Again?
for you.
Again, you have to be more specific. It's keyword searches. It's not just a word that you throw into the freaking ether and it solves the equation that you're asking it to solve.
Yes, it does.
You're like, slider, say the word. That's it. That's all it wants. It just needs a slider.
Sliders.
Alright, sliders is Quinn Mallory has a problem. He's discovered a way to travel to other dimensions. So what's the issue? Like Sam in Quantum Leap, he can't get back home, but don't worry, he's not lost alone. What is this a show?
Yes.
Oh, and then this is gonna tell me nothing more. This is gonna tell
That's
me
the
literally nothing more. I'm gonna have to watch the show to get your answer.
So my answer to how.
So guys, if you want the answer to what
Watch
what
Sliders.
Austin is talking about, watch the TV show Sliders.
Yeah.
I won't, and so you can just tell me what his answers are because I refuse to watch this show.
Everything is the same but slightly different.
That's another dimension, which I'm talking about, which is what you are talking about.
Exactly. I
will
just used
admit
their
that.
thing as my answer.
Time. How does time work? Time
Same
works
way as that
in the
show.
same theory, which is string theory. So if we want to really break it frickin' down, based off of what you're saying, I'm understanding sliders is string
Look,
theory.
I'm not a scientist.
Neither am I, but I at least understand the concept of string theory to some degree.
back inside.
Okay.
What about
Oh, wait.
string theory? Why are we
What I
talking about
understand,
string
what
theory?
I understand about string theory is I don't know. I don't even remember what we got to this point on. It's that string theory is
What? String theory.
no, it's a bee. He flew in here and it fell down. Dude, let's put him in soap and water. Wait, no, that's not being mean. Let's put him in soap and water. But I mean, you really break it down, like, there's so much involved in string theory and so much involved in, like, the concept and idea, which we have no proof that it exists. But did you ever see the meteor fall down where it looks like it warps time and does this weird, like, almost teleportation thing where it comes down so fast into our atmosphere that it got when it got close to the ground, it went like, and it was just in the ground. Like, moment here in space and time, then all of a sudden in a moment it was just in the ground. Like, is it moving faster that we can see? Than we can see. So when we watched it move so fast at that moment, it literally brought everything into it so fast that it was like, hey, this is how I'm moving, but like it changed reality. It changed our concept of reality. We're moving on. We're getting too theory. We're getting too scientific. I'm moving on.
The asteroid above Russia
No.
that was caught.
No.
It's technically a comet.
Nope. Not talking about freaking the freaking thing in Russia. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It was caught on camera.
It doesn't freaking matter.
Because they are under surveillance.
All the time by the most beautiful man in the world, Vladimir Putin.
He's not the president right now.
I said the most beautiful man in the world.
Current year.
Actually, he got elected presidente in 2018. So how is he not the president right now?
Are you sure?
Yes, I just watched a video today about it. You sent me the video. No, you sent me another video, but it popped up one of their same people's videos today because I watched one of their videos. So it popped it up, and they were talking about him getting elected in 2018. They could be wrong. So maybe I could be wrong.
Shout out to Fact Fiend.
Yes, Fact Fiend. But he got elected in 2018. Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. I wish it could just recognize my voice and no matter which way I did it. Hey Google. Hey Google. Who is the president of Russia?
The president of Russia is Vladimir Putin.
There we go. 2018. Got elected presidente of fucking Russia.
Okay. I thought someone else was at the time.
No, when we were talking about it last time, I told you I still thought it was him, but the religious sector was a woman. Because you were like, oh, there's not a woman that's president. I'm like, no, she's not a president. She's the religious sect, whatever that's called, sect.
And they're gonna eventually worship cats because that's what a civilization run by women does.
Well, the civilization is run by a guy who might as well be freaking.
They worship cats.
He might as well be Dracula.
That's what
right?
Egypt did. That's what everybody who's gonna do. Because think about the internet. Think about meme culture. Think about cats. Okay.
Everyone loves a cat.
We're gonna just wind up worshiping cats again.
I love cats. One of my main characters.
I hate cats.
One of my main characters is based off of cats.
You have toxoplasmosis.
I don't know what that means. Hey Google. What is toxoplasmic? Whatever. What the fuck did you just say?
Toxoplasmosis.
Oh, it popped up.
Results from infection with the Toxoplasma gondii parasite.
Are you talking about when cats do their weird little thing where they like rub against you, but they actually put a pheromone and like a scent out that actually makes you like? Yeah, okay, I know what you're fucking talking about. Guys, I'm gonna move the mic because this guy moved all the way over here, and I'm not gonna yell. Well, time-wise, I don't know if he actually wants a timeline on any of our videos, which is why I was saying that we're gonna break them down into parts. Because he's like, let's just do videos, and I'm like, all right, well, we needed to have videos that are standard length, so people don't get bored as fuck after 3 hours.
I don't think they're gonna get bored. That's the thing. I think that this is fine.
Where did you see the timeline?
It's 3.5 hours.
If you're having withdrawals from you put it on.
From
and
who?
You drink by yourself and have.
Oh, we need to charge this thing. It's about to die. How did we last this long? It's at 2%.
Yeah, exactly.
It's at 2%.
This is a night with Austin and James and a random guy.
The random guy is never random. You get a name.
That's why the camera's gonna be a 360 camera, because it's like, hey, yeah, you're just here hanging out with us in the room. You can look around even.
Right, the camera.
Yeah, and I'm gonna always be the dick who calls you out on random shit that you say because it makes no sense sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes it enjoyable.
Shut the door so we don't get another wall.
Yes, I agree with that statement.
I guess it's a little different, like knowing there's a mic, but I feel like it's just what we did beforehand.
How is it any different than us recording initially?
The difference is that
you couldn't see it.
No. I mean the difference between us recording versus when we are just sitting around, and I think it is that it incentivizes us to talk more.
Okay.
You and I.
It does.
You know what I mean?
I will say that we have talked way more than we did initially.
Yeah. If anything, I thought this was going to be a really great way to learn how to be a better conversationalist.
Holy shit! I plugged it in. And it was at 1%.
Good save.
Ow, that kind of hurt my arm though.
Because you are, in a way, we are having to put on a performance because we're trying to keep a disembodied
Group of voices in our heads that are
these people
entertained.
satisfied and entertained. How do we keep them entertained?
Well,
Okay,
I was
what's
thinking,
interesting
well, I
things
mean,
to talk
you
about?
said disembodied, but I really think they're just voices in our heads. Like, who knows if they exist?
So yeah, who knows if they exist?
Do you people exist? Can you tell me?
Yeah, back to that whole theory.
Yeah, this goes all the way back to the time.
All the way back to that. Are these other people actually
Actual
people?
existing people.
I mean, if we're in a what you call it,
Matrix?
purgatory.
Oh, purgatory.
This could be just kind of filling.
Are you not going to drink another beer?
I would like another beer.
Okay, I was curious. I'm over here sipping on this beer, trying not to like chug it because you're not drinking a beer. All right, so thank you. I just wanted one beer, which I am definitely playing Spider-Man now when I download it, guys. I'm excited. You gonna play? All right. When next time, where are the voice memos? Not this week, but next week. Okay. We should play Spider-Man with him. I'll try to get the new one.
I have a. I think we're going because I'm going to Splash Country too.
That sounds like a you guys thing.
You don't want to go to Splash Country?
No, I don't like theme parks. They weird me out.
That's gonna be like
Dude, I'll go to Splash Country.
freaking awesome, man.
I'll go to freaking Splash
I'll
Country.
go
What
if
the
you want me
crap?
to go with you guys. I've never liked theme parks. Like
We don't have
I went to Six Flags and I still wasn't even that like big of a fan of Six Flags. I enjoyed the interactions I had with random people more than I actually enjoyed being at the theme park.
I don't know, man. I think we all go for our own reasons.
You're right. We do.
But let's talk about. So the thing is, I just want
It sounded like you were doing
I
like a
just
whip
want
it
to
or
remind you. I just want to remind you. I want to bring it all back. I'm bringing it all back.
Okay.
All back. Remember, I said this is episode 1 on May the 4th. So let's talk about Star Wars.
Oh my God, we never got into that conversation.
Episode 1.
Yes, okay, Star Wars.
Because think about
The
how far
Phantom
we
Menace.
went.
The Phantom
Think about all
Menace.
these
Yeah,
bunny
let's
trails.
not even bring it up because we might just go on another one. So, Star Wars, The Phantom Menace.
Well, I was thinking about whipped cream.
Yeah, because he's doing whippets over here.
Okay, alright, yeah. Phantom Menace. We're going to exclusively talk about Phantom Menace because this is episode 1.
Episode 1, which it'll be its own little set because I feel like it's nowhere going to be as long. So I want to add it. I already told you I'm going to do this. You have no control right now. I'm going to do this.
What's
you,
that?
You can control however you want once you're doing the editing process.
Okay, you're in charge of this.
But, so...
You get episode 1?
Yes, I get episode 1.
Okay, yeah, you get episode 1. Fair enough.
Alright, so The Phantom Menace. I really don't... Alright, fine. Let's just start with the first immediate question.
Okay, to do a proper discussion of Phantom
What is
Menace.
that?
To do a
never
proper
mind.
discussion of Phantom Menace, we need to start with someone running down the
It's
plot.
recording thing, yeah.
Someone declaring just talking about the plot. You gotta lay out the plot. You gotta set up the movie before we can talk about the movie. You gotta let everyone know, including the audience and us. Give us the.
That's a you thing.
I've got to give the plot.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
a you
gonna be
thing.
the one that gives the
Yeah,
plot.
that's I don't remember that shit. I will give it wrong, like 100% of the time. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I remember movies and I'm like, oh yeah, these are random things in the movie, but I don't remember the whole
So we
thing.
start with the title crawl.
Okay.
Everyone who's seen this is gonna know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
Star
You're the
Wars.
only one that doesn't, I guess.
No, I know this title.
So you
crawl.
actually need me to give you a plot summary? You don't remember one that much?
Dude, I don't remember most of the movies I watched. I literally remember actors in it, and I remember...
This is okay. So I really do need to remind you. Here's what episode 1 is.
Yeah.
So James,
Okay.
Star Wars episode 1, A Phantom Menace. You remember that came out in '99?
I mean, yes, I
Or maybe
do.
it was 2000?
I think
I
it was
don't really
2000,
remember.
But I don't remember entirely. But I think it was 2000.
I gotta put this guitar up if I'm gonna give you the
It
plot.
might have been 2001.
No, it wasn't 2001.
Are you sure it came out at the same time as Lord of the Rings?
That's when A Space Odyssey came out.
So same time as Lord of the Rings, 2000.
You know 2001, A Space Odyssey?
I have no
That was
clue.
made in 2001.
I have no clue what that is.
Wasn't that made in 2001?
I don't know what that movie
You know what I'm
is.
talking about?
Yeah.
It was made in 2001, right?
I think so.
2001, A Space Odyssey?
Whatever.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Pretty sure it came out in 2001.
Yeah, who cares? 2001, we're going on a bunny trail right now.
Use your couch in there.
You want the couch in here?
They put in.
It would be perfect for all three of us to be sitting. That'd make it easier for us to record.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's that thing. I'll sit on that thing, or I'll sit on the stool. I don't care.
I mean, I can sit on that thing.
No, it's
I'm just over here drinking. I don't give a shit what he's talking about.
Yeah. But okay, so plus one, because we're going to talk about Phantom Menace. We keep getting on rabbit and freaking bunny trails.
Okay.
We're going to talk about freaking Phantom Menace. So here's the rundown.
Yes.
Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace. Title
Open
crawl.
on Tatooine.
No, we open up on Title Crawl. Title Crawl. We're going to talk about the trade negotiations that are going awry on Naboo.
Oh, we open up on Naboo.
So, that's essentially the title crawl. I don't really remember anything else
Okay, it
from the
doesn't
title
matter.
crawl that was relevant.
They
for
were
the
talking
plot.
about some negotiations that they wanted peace instead of whatever's about to come.
Right, so the Jedi sent two of their... They sent your man,
Yeah.
my man.
Wait, who's your man? Because my man's Qui-Gon.
Both of them are my man, honestly.
Oh, okay. Qui-Gon is way better of a man.
Both of them are my Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon.
Obi-Wan's
both
a
of
bitch
them are my man.
through all three movies.
So then you take Liam, and I'll take
yeah, I'll totally take
you
Liam
and-
Neeson. You racist bastard, I love you.
What was his name? What was his name?
Ian McGregor.
Thank you. See, you're the guy that knows that stuff. I'm the guy that knows the plot.
Alright, so we have Ian McGregor.
So they
and,
were sent by the Jedi
that guy, yeah.
Council, the Master
Those
Council,
guys.
like Yoda, because we later learn
I
Yoda
didn't
is
know
on the
who
council.
voices Yoda.
I don't remember his name, but originally it was a puppet. But in the Blu-ray versions, he's
Yeah, I
digital
didn't
in
know
all the
that.
movies now.
Who's the voice of Yoda?
My main man, my homie, who even
Oh,
knows?
she's like, no.
Played by Frank Oz.
Nope. Okay, Google. Who is the voice of Alexa? Of Alexa. Wow. Wow.
It's Frank Oz.
Who's the voice of Alexa?
Yeah.
According
What a
to
question.
Alexa is
Well,
a
there's Alexa, all right. She at least knows who the voice of Alexa
recording
is.
of any real person's voice.
Okay, Google. Who is the voice of Yoda?
Frank Oz, Tom Kane, and Anderson Jr. voiced
Frank
the
Oz?
voice of Yoda.
The Clone Wars, he got changed to Tom Kane.
But Frank
But
Oz.
Frank Oz.
Okay, Frank Oz.
All right.
So, turns out Yoda's the Master Jedi, of course, as he always should be.
Always.
Even if you're just looking at it from the old episodes first. But, so they sent the Jedi. They sent Qui-Gon and Obi,
Yeah.
Master and Apprentice, to Padawan.
Padawan.
specifically.
He's not even an apprentice. Apprentice is Sith.
Master and a Padawan to go look at... Because Qui-Gon was on the council.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he's a master on the council.
On the council, which is even better than just being a master. He's a
Well,
master on the
I
council.
thought that was the thing about masters, was masters were
Not
on the
all
council.
masters are on the council. Because he was like, because think about it. Remember what Anakin says? He's like, to be on the council and not be a master. Which I guess you can fight that argument with the whole like, well, does that mean to be a master? You're on the council. But specifically, he was
No,
like,
okay,
I'm on
so
the
it's like-
council, but I'm not a master.
Right. It was yeah, okay, I see what you're saying, because it's like, yeah, you can be a master and not be council,
Yeah,
but only masters are council.
exactly.
So to be put on the council and not be granted the rank of master makes no sense.
It's a weird thing. But they did it specifically because they were like, oh, you're in a high position of people listening to you that are political.
Right. It was I mean, it made sense.
Yeah, it did. They were
It
like,
made sense because
well,
anytime it was like, okay, time for the masters to talk, get out of here.
yeah, exactly.
Here's what the council meeting was about.
Which is what
you leave.
Which is what Obi-Wan did all the time. He like everyone's like he's the perfect Jedi. He broke that rule of Jedi all the time because he considered Anakin his brother.
Yeah.
He didn't consider Anakin his Padawan or his apprentice. He considered him his brother.
That's the thing is, remember, Obi-Wan failed.
He really did.
He failed as a master.
So for all of you, Obi-Wan is Jesus. Fuck off, because he really wasn't.
He learned, and in his old age, he brought about.
Yeah, when he got older, he realized his mistakes.
He
fell
brought
in
another
love.
pupil.
He fell in love 3 times, two to three times in the books that are canon and non-canon. And
What's
legends,
wrong with that?
Whatever. Because the whole thing about Jedi is don't let your emotions control you, which he did do the whole thing where he
Yeah,
was
but
like,
see,
no, I won't.
Luke brings about an entirely new Jedi Order.
No, he
because
does
of
not.
Obi-Wan going through all this.
No, he does not. Have you seen episode
Why are we
7?
getting
Have you
so-
seen episode 7?
No, no. I'm saying in the expanded, in the Legends.
Legends universe. Okay, I will agree with you. Legends universe is so much better.
Legends, everything else is fan fiction. Legends universe all the way. So
Your title crawl. They
we
come
passed.
in.
Yeah, okay. We've got a master and a Padawan
Yes.
that have been sent to talk to the Trade Federation, who are doing this
Insane
blockade.
Yeah.
They've made a blockade, and the Jedi have been sent because of trade negotiations. They've been sent to figure out what's going on. They get attacked by the Trade Federation. I'm not going to go into details of the attack, but the Trade Federation attacks them. They wind up stowing away on ships to get to Naboo. They meet Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks tells them he can take them to safety because they can go to the Naboo city, the Gungan city, which is underground.
Okay.
They decide they have to warn the princess. They warn the princess.
I still have a question real fast.
Yeah.
What is your question?
Is this too detailed?
Yes,
of a
it is.
plot?
Because what is your freaking question? I don't remember. I don't remember what you asked me because you've been going on about freaking the
Episode
intro.
1.
This is the intro. So what was the question for episode 1?
Oh, we're just going to talk about episode 1.
Oh, okay.
And you just needed a reminder of what the movie was.
Okay, fair enough then. All right, I'll let that happen.
So am I doing a good job
you
or
are.
not?
Yeah, you are, because I remember all of this.
Yeah, but so you remember it, so I'm not doing a good job. Because it's supposed to be triggering things you didn't remember.
So, I said I remember all of this.
Okay, so you just interjected at any point while I'm talking about the plot, and we'll talk about that point. Okay. Yeah. So, if you want to get into the details of how the Jedis got attacked, you want to do that? No? Yes?
Well,
no?
you had a question initially. That's why I feel like I should.
No, the question was like, what thoughts on?
I think
so. It's a continuous question.
Let's stop here real fast.
This is the right way to do this.
Thoughts on episode 1.
This is the right way to do this.
If we're going to start with the beginning was, why the hell are they on this Trade Federation ship and somehow they immediately get attacked? That was my biggest flaw with episode 1. Alright, so they...
Yeah, it was a pretty bad call.
I love it. Okay. Yeah, so they get attacked, but it felt like it was unnecessary.
Yeah, no, exactly. Pretty bad call on Trade Federation's part.
Why is this happening? They're like, oh my god, we have Jedis on this ship.
Yeah, there's no reason
and
they
they're
should
like,
have done it.
well, if you, they didn't go and meet them. They literally were like, well,
they just sent in a droid.
Yeah, they sent in a droid, and they were like, well, I'm Qui-Gon, I'm freaking Obi-Wan, and they're like,
poison him.
Oh my god, kill him, they're Jedis.
Immediately says, it's, whatever.
And whatever he says.
Oh my god, hold on, I know this.
Well, but the thing is, comes down to they had to have known before the Jedis got on their ship that they were Jedis, right? Like, because they didn't meet the Jedis.
No. The droid specifically says, "Hey, those negotiators that
are droids or are Jedis." Droids.
Yeah, they're droids.
They're droids.
That's what the droid said.
My name is Obi-Wan. Okay, so the droid is like they're Jedis. But that means he has to have a database in his head that's like, oh, I know all the council members. How does he know that? How did he know that Obi-Wan? Or did he just simply know that Qui-Gon was a council member? Right? We have no answers to these questions. That was one of the first things that initially comes out to me now that I'm older. Is like, how do they know what the hell this is? Like, they're
Dioctane? Is that what it was? Is it dioctane?
Or was it the moment that they were like, let's pull out our lightsabers and be Jedi?
No. They poisoned them because they were Jedis, but they poisoned them with the nauseous gas that
should have killed them really fast, actually.
They can hold their breath, they're Jedi.
Yeah, forever. They can hold their breath just so long. Like, even while they're in the middle of talking, they're just like, yeah, so Obi-Wan, why this is happening? You know? Let's have a fucking dialogue of conversation here. While we're holding our breaths, because we're insane human beings.
Dioxis, yeah, I was right.
So, is Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon both human? Because,
no, they're humanoid.
Because, I was to say, because...
Remember, there's no... Humans are from Earth.
No, because Anakin is a human. He is considered human. It's even, like, in your freaking... If you go into, like, the Wikipedia and all that nonsense, he is considered human. Not humanoid, he's considered human. Like, because Mace Windu is considered humanoid, because he's not human. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know what you're saying.
All I'm saying
I don't get it. I don't think you're right, but you might be. But the thing is, Dioxis, or whatever, is the poison, and Qui-Gon's able to immediately just be like, Dioxis, hold your breath.
I can smell it in the air.
As soon as...
Do you know what Dioxis smells like? Because I don't.
No, like, the room starts getting full, even if he didn't, like, smell it. But the thing is that he's like, oh, that's Dioxis.
He just knew immediately. As soon as it happened, he was like, whoa! So if he didn't smell it, how does he know? He had to have smelled it. To be like, oh, Dioxis. Because, like, he smelled the Delta moment, right? Like, so, like, he smells the Dioxis in the air, but they never say anything.
No, they're fine.
Yeah,
he's just like, Dioxis, hold your breath.
So wait, we shouldn't breathe this in. It's dangerous. But you had to smell it to know that that's what it was. Anyways, okay, so move on.
Yeah, and then they slice through battle droids. Battle droids were the worst enemy ever thought of in the entire...
Yeah, until you move on to, like, episode, like, 2 and 3 where there's like battle droids, so dangerous, and then you have the
Battle
Clone
droids weren't
Wars.
dangerous
No, the
and-
Clone Wars, even like because they were like,
In the
oh my
Clone Wars,
god.
I guess, because they're fighting freaking clones. They're not fighting
And
Jedi.
the Clone Wars are not fighting clones. They're literally fighting robots and freaking battle droids. And at one point, they even are like, "Oh my god, battle droids and the Rolly guys, Droidicas." They're like, "This is a dangerous moment. Oh my god, we're fighting clones and Droidicas."
Right.
And it's like,
I
well,
understand it for the television show.
If Clone War, or not Clone
And
Wars,
Super
but-
Battle Droids are a threat, and Droidicas are a threat.
then how
But
the hell
Battle
do they
Droids
act?
are not a threat. They are literally ads.
What's the difference between Super Battle Droids and Battle Droids? Battle Droids are the gray ones that are like Roger, right?
Right.
Okay.
And the Super Battle Droids had the rocket missile on the,
and all the
on
other
the wrist
nonsense.
mount, the
Okay,
wrist launcher.
I'm thinking they're also battle droids, but you're
They
right.
are, but
you're
they're
right.
super
You're
battle
right,
droids.
They're super battle droids.
Those are a threat.
Okay, so all right, we're not gonna move on yet because I'm still upset about the first scene.
Where they slice through a bunch of battle droids.
Yeah, they slice through a freaking bunch of battle droids. They do whatever their nonsense is, and then they end up on Naboo and they meet.
Oh, whoa! Well, then you are skipping ahead.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we're ahead.
Because I said, oh, well, no, you're kind of catching up where I am, but
Yeah,
you are skipping
I am.
ahead because I mentioned Jar Jar Binks is introduced.
Yes, you did. That's why I'm saying I'm catching. I didn't think I was skipping ahead because I was going to.
So nothing on this?
Naboo.
Okay, we're
I'm
skipping.
going to Naboo.
Okay.
Because I already said what I said on the freaking like the traders, whatever they are, doing their nonsense because it made no sense. How the hell did they know they were Jedi?
Trade Federation?
Yeah, they had no clue they
Oh,
were Jedi.
God. Are
They
you
were just
drunk?
They were just there. All right.
Or do you just not know Star
I
Wars?
just don't care. Alright. To be quite honest, I enjoy Star Wars as a idea, a storyline that I could like. Oh my god, it's awesome! But like, if we're going into too detailed of Star
It's a
Wars,
great setting.
yeah, like exactly. That's all it is to me. It's just a beautiful
I
idea.
agree, man. It's
but
a great
nothing
setting.
more.
As time has gone on, it's like, oh, it's a great setting, but I don't think any of the stories well, no. I'm
No.
sorry. Not any. There's a lot of great stories, but we're talking about episode 1 specifically.
Yes, exactly.
So, no, it doesn't fit into this, like, great setting that I imagine.
Well, I mean, like it was. I like the idea that George Lucas came from, which is that he was like, well, let's go back to Darth Vader. Let's tell people about Darth Vader. And I love that idea because it's like, let's find out about Darth Vader.
It is
Holy
cool,
shit.
but why did we start with him as a kid? I guess that's kind of interesting.
Well, because I guess we needed to know when he became a Jedi, and like the whole idea for the Jedi Order. We needed to know that they don't accept people who are Anakin's age.
Couldn't they have just? That could have been throwaway lines.
That could have been a sentence, but like how we have the new movies like Rogue One, that's a sentence. The new Solo movie.
No, that's a whole movie
sentence.
based on a sentence. That's a difference. There's a difference in your plot line being like, oh, this dude has to say this for this to be relevant, which is acceptable because it's script writing.
It's not different because the fact is
versus the opposite, where it's like, oh, this script line, let's make a whole movie out of it.
No, think about it. Because the script line in 4 was they said a sentence that we now have a movie about, but they said that sentence, right? And as watchers of it, we were like, yeah, that's fine. They said this sentence.
No, they didn't say the sentence. The sentence was in the title.
Whatever. It still doesn't matter.
It wasn't said. It was read.
The sentence was given. The sentence was given, and that was it. No, it was given, because if you're going to be correct, which you said they didn't say it, stated means they said it.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay. I don't believe you.
Stated is a moment that you had
It was
interjection.
written.
You said whatever you said.
It was
That's a
stated.
statement. But
It was
anyways,
written. It was legislative.
they wrote down a sentence that we read that I'm hiding.
And they made a whole movie out of it.
They made a whole movie out of it. So what you're saying though is that what I'm saying is wrong because they're like, well, I was like, they could have just said it or written it down and that'd been it. Well, they made a whole movie if that was the case. They had made a whole movie out of a statement that we need to know where he came from. Because you're like, well, I was like, they could have just simply said it. They could have simply stated that, you know what, he didn't come, they did whatever, this is the Jedi Order's rule. But they gave us a whole movie about it. It's nice. Because they gave us a whole rule about the fact that he's too old to be a Jedi. That's essentially what episode 1 is to me. They gave us a statement that Jedis cannot be a certain age. But then Qui-Gon died, and and Obi-Wan was like, well, I have to fulfill my master's dying wish. And they were like, fine. You can train him. That's the whole freaking movie.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a statement that could have been just placed out there that Jedi's pick up Padawans at a
Right.
certain age, and
Right.
Anakin was
Which
too
is
old.
what I'm saying too. I'm saying that we should have just had that. We should have had a throwaway line about that movie.
And then the Phantom Menace could be something different because Darth Maul is actually a badass character that they eventually just got rid of, and they were like, "Oh, he's a pointless character."
Darth Maul should have been a 3-part villain.
Yes,
Grievous wasn't needed. Grievous was cool.
he was cool, but you
Don't
could have
get me
given us
wrong,
Darth Maul
I'm
and
not
made
trying
him
to say he's
more
not.
badass. You could have made a Darth Maul that was actually worth a freaking damn. He's not. Like, you kill him in the first movie, and then he shows up in Clone Wars because so many people loved him because you didn't think about the fact that you made a character who was doing all these crazy shit, and you killed him in the first movie and chose never to bring him back. So you literally, when you made your new series, you're like, well, do you see how many fans are like,
Well,
hey,
you know I'm from the future, right?
Darth Maul's amazing.
You know I'm from the future, right?
All right, yeah.
Well, we already know Darth Maul's reintroduced. He's fine. He didn't die. He gets to develop. He pulled a Boba Fett.
But you're from the future, so you should know that
Hold
Darth
on.
Maul dies.
Hold on. Boba Fett. Right, he does. He dies at the hand of Obi-Wan.
Yes, on Tatooine.
On Tatooine. Mm-hmm. Very poetic.
What the hell? Oh, it's the Sonic game. Okay.
Very poetic.
The new movie.
But,
Don't get distracted.
I like Sonic.
Yeah, but the new movie is garbage.
May 4th.
May the 4th.
It's Star Wars Day.
Yes,
I
exactly.
do really like Sonic.
I do
but
as
it's
well.
Star Wars Day, so we're
Sega.
talking about episode 1.
We should do a segment for him, but I feel
We
like
can after we're done talking about Phantom Menace.
Well, I was gonna say no, not
'Cause
today.
that's our Star
I was
Wars
gonna say not
segment.
today. We should do it another day because tomorrow is Revenge of the 5th, so that's also another
right.
Star Wars day.
Right, so we gotta talk about episode
so
3.
we can't do.
Right, we got to talk about
Are you gonna
episode
come,
3.
or am I gonna go to you?
It's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday Fun Day. You usually work on Sunday.
Yeah, I know, but I usually get up at around 2:30. 2:30, 4:30.
It's up to you what we do because
I'll be done.
I'll still put out a video.
I'll be done.
All right. Yeah,
Revenge of the
5th. You didn't know that?
Today is
Oh.
May the 4th, and
Yeah,
tomorrow's Revenge of the
Revenge
5th. So, tomorrow we've got to talk about Revenge of the Sith, right? Episode 3?
Which was the best movie they put out in the trilogy.
But, no, hold on. No preamble.
Okay, fine.
But
it is a
so,
preamble
like,
because I told you it already.
Today is we're going to talk about episode 1 because it's episode 1 for us.
Yeah.
But then tomorrow, because it's Revenge of the 5th, we obviously have to talk about the movie that's titled after the episode for our first time.
Yeah.
We'll talk about other Sith later. We'll talk we'll go into books, but right now let's
books,
just focus on
books
films.
will be later on as we proceed.
Exactly.
We're both nerds.
Well, exactly. We'll just start though, for being we gotta just figure out ways to be like, okay, well, we're gonna talk about Star Wars because I already said I hate talking about Star Wars. I hate Star Wars. Star Wars is the worst. I hate it.
You have.
I hate it. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I hate it. But I can't help but love it. Just like everything else in the world.
Yeah.
Like you. I hate you.
Scrub.
But I love you.
Well, I love each. Okay, whatever.
You don't have to say it.
Well, I wasn't saying whatever. That I just realized it went into it.
Okay. So that was about a 20-minute ramble.
Ramble of nonsense. So,
But here we are.
Star Wars.
Star Wars episode 1. We're
1.
on the plot line. We're backtracking.
Are we ever going to talk about episode 2? I just have to ask.
It'll come up.
I feel like it's a terrible movie.
It'll come up.
So I feel like
Shut
we
up.
shouldn't have
It'll come up.
But all right.
It'll come up, but let's talk about Phantom Menace.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
We just went on a really long tangent about how today is about Phantom Menace,
Yeah,
not about
we did.
Sonic,
Okay, you're right.
not
you're
about
right.
episode 3,
You're right.
not about the expanded universe. We're talking about 1
Yes.
because it's memorable in the sense that this is episode 1 for
This
us.
is the first comeback of Star Wars, yes.
And this is episode 1 for us.
Yeah, I mean,
And
as
it's
a kid-
episode 1. Yeah, you're right. It's
as a
episode
kid,
1.
I literally watched
It's-
Star Wars
it's
4,
episode-
5, and 6 just because 1 was coming out. That was the only reason I watched it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's really good. 4, 5, and 6 should be watched first if you're going to watch them. And you've never seen them, you should start with 4. And then after 4, 5, 6, watch 1. It just, the plot makes, the plot's better. If you, 1, 2, and 3 kind of ruin 4, 5, and 6, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you watch them in the specific order, episodic instead of release.
I have a story about episode 4 that we should get into later, not tonight, but later because of Michael. Actually.
Okay. But okay, so plot line. We meet Jar Jar Binks on Naboo.
Yes. We meet Jar Jar Binks.
No one wants to say anything about that? Alright, cool, we're
Well,
moving
because
on.
No, because my reasoning for being okay with it does bring in episode 2, does bring in episode 3, does bring in episode 7 and 8 for why I would be fine with Jar Jar Binks just simply meeting him there. Had blank, move on. Alright. So I'm not saying anything because
you're saying the whole like, oh, okay, yeah, meeting Jar Jar Binks, fine. Getting to the Gungan City because of Jar Jar Binks, fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Shouldn't have tagged along for the adventure.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
That's all I'm saying. Like that's all I have about Jar Jar Binks.
Cool throwaway character. He's funny.
Exactly.
He's funny when you first meet him.
Like
yeah.
when you first meet him, he's like, oh my god, like R2-D2 was a great character.
But the thing is, I think he was going for I think Lucas was going for the whole like the joke's funnier the third time.
Yeah, he was.
But it wasn't.
Because we talked about humor one time.
It was
humor
stale.
is literally like you can get humor where it's like, oh, it's not funny this time, but it's not funny the next time. But the third time you're like, oh, I freaking get it. It's funny. The fourth time you might be like, it's played out. Fifth time you're like, oh my god, it's so played out. Sixth time you're like, oh my god, because it runs in threes. It really does. Like by the time you get to the sixth watch of it, your third time you thought it was funny.
I don't know.
The sixth time you're like,
I don't know. I've seen the movie a lot, and I don't.
Yeah, but you watched Napoleon Dynamite, all right? Like I don't agree with you at all on Napoleon Dynamite at all. But it still fell into that category.
Episode 1. We're talking about episode 1. Why are you bringing in other things?
Fine, because I've watched
I guess it's
episode
references.
1.
I get it.
I've watched episode 1 1,000 times.
Give me
I
an
have watched
idea.
episode 1 so many times, and I still never found Jar Jar funny. But I also don't find Napoleon Dynamite funny. It's the reason I brought them together.
I get it. I understand.
Like,
I understand, but we're not talking about Napoleon.
No.
We're still talking about episode 1.
So, we get to the Gungan City.
All right.
There's always a bigger fish, which is my favorite
Oh, dude,
meme.
there's always a bigger fish.
Such a great
Yeah, okay,
meme.
so they have to travel to the other side of the planet.
Yeah.
So apparently the enemy forces landed on the other side of the planet.
Apparently Naboo's only water.
From the city they're invading, they
Or
landed
you
on the
can
other
get
side of the
through any
planet.
part of Naboo you want through water. Alright, you can go swim under the. You can swim in the ocean.
Yeah, I mean,
of
like that's
Naboo.
the thing is the fastest way is through water.
Was it though?
Yeah, that's what the Gungan leader said. That's what said.
Yeah, you are right. Okay, I'll give you that answer. I'll give you that.
He said through the planet core is the fastest way to where the whatever the Naboo people live, right?
Yeah.
And the army landed close enough to that lake that it wasn't that much of a hike for them to go swim to the Gungan City. So the army landed on the other side of the planet.
It was like, oh, the Gungan City is literally right underneath us.
So
it's
got to be a tiny planet. That's the only logical explanation, right? Is it's really small.
Yeah, but
it's a really small. It's like a
Palpatine
moon.
has such a huge estate.
It's a moon.
He has such a huge estate.
Yeah, I know, but it's like the size of a moon. It's really just the one big city for the Naboo, right? They don't have multiple settlements.
Well, then they do, because they have Naboo and then you have the Gungans, so it's multiple settlements.
It's 2 settlements.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the underwater settlement and the above ground settlement. So it's more like a moon than a planet.
All right, yeah.
Right, that's the only logical explanation for why they would land on the other side of the planet.
Because it was like, oh, who cares? It's just the Gungans. they don't know shit.
And it's a short walk to the city on wherever part you land on.
Which, kudos to the Gungans. All right? The reason I say kudos to them.
All right.
And this, I'll bring it to the movie idea, is they don't deal with Naboo.
I think when it comes to episode 1, we can bring in book references.
Yeah.
If it's relevant.
Yeah, because like there's so many
1.
books that are actually relevant towards that idea.
Yeah.
But like,
not that I know any.
Anyways, so like congratulations to Nabooans or the Gungans, because like Naboo was ruling the top of the world, but they still developed ships that could go into space.
Yeah, they were the.
They still developed ships that were like, let's fight creatures that we have to like survive because there's
the
always
Gungans
a bigger
made a
fish.
vessel they can go through the planet's core.
Yeah, and
That's powerful.
run away from giant ass.
There's always bigger fish.
Yeah, like, which was what essentially they are, right? Like this.
The Gungans were pretty small fish.
Yeah, are they frogs though? What is
I think
what
they're
is
more
Jar
like
Jar?
frogs.
Yeah,
They're like frog rabbits.
Okay, so you have them, but they're doing all their nonsense. So congratulations to them in the end of it all. Like, I do appreciate that about freaking George Lucas. He made Gungans that were like, oh yeah, well we've been constantly oppressed by the freaking Nabooans.
Oppressed? What you talking about? Did they mention oppressed?
Book. Because you said we can bring in book. So
yeah.
There's
All
a
right,
war,
what you got?
all right, there's wars that had transpired. The Nabooans don't actually like the Gungans at all. They see them as lesser creatures and lesser race.
They are.
It's a very racist planet, which is where
they're clearly a lesser race.
Yeah, which is where Sidious gets his whole like mentality of not humans. Which, if you haven't read any of the books, you don't understand what the hell I'm talking about. Because Sidious is a racist motherfucker.
Yes, no, he is.
He is. But if you don't read the books, you don't know that.
The Empire doesn't like aliens.
Yeah.
That's why Thrawn's such a big deal. This alien was like, whoa, this guy is getting to the top of the ranks? Because it's like, he's so clever. He's so clever.
But not only does he not like Nabooans, if you're from the Outer Rim, which Naboo is.
Yep.
Or aliens, if you don't like aliens. But the Empire is like, oh, if you're not from the core, you also suck dick. Mm-hmm. We hate
Even
you.
the Republic's that way.
Yeah, the Republic is also that way. But they also have a stipulation, though, where they're like, which the Empire adopted, which is interesting to me in the Thrawn book series. The Empire adopted the whole, like, well, there's a protocol that if we have to always talk and figure out where these new aliens came from. It's a protocol in the Republic that the Empire adapted, which is the only reason we have Thrawn. Because they're like, oh yeah, we're supposed to research and put down like notes about the new aliens.
Yeah, we've got to discover the new alien before we're racist.
Yeah, before we decide to just kill them.
Before we kill them, and don't even if we adapt them to our society, it's gonna probably be as slaves. But we're gonna learn about them first.
Yes.
Before we do anything to them.
So like, it was interesting.
Yeah,
to me,
you're right.
That whole
That's funny.
aspect. And like, so Nabooans, congratulations for being considered part of the core. Like, you have a Nabooan freaking chancellor and a Nabooan senator. Not Padme, because she's also a senator at that time. But you have the Gungans. So the Nabooans have two people in office that I feel like a lot of other races are not given credit for.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. That's a good point. Who else has a House voice in the Senate that's from your planet?
But not one. They have three.
And then they also have the Chancellor who turns to Emperor being a representative of their planet. So they're Emperor of Naboo.
Yeah, exactly.
Best planet in the galaxy.
Naboo. It's amazing. They're an outer rim planet.
It's the best planet in the galaxy.
No one gave a shit about. And then, like, they found the Emperor. They found the freaking, or they found the Chancellor. They found a freaking princess who eventually became the representative.
The mother of the. Oh my God, Naboo.
And then you have freaking Jar Jar Binks.
Naboo's Bethlehem. Even though Tatooine is supposed to be Bethlehem by the fact that Anakin's born there.
Yes, let's be honest.
But Naboo's Bethlehem.
I read a comment.
It's the city.
I read a comment about Shmi Skywalker.
Yeah, I know Shmi.
Yeah, well, just in case you didn't, Shmi Skywalker.
Who doesn't know her name's Shmi?
A lot of people. So just calm down with that nonsense.
You didn't know her name was Shmi? Come
exactly.
on, we all know
a lot of
Anakin's
people.
mom's name's Shmi.
No, because that's a weird name. You'll forget
that's why you know it.
You'll forget that name though because it's so freaking weird.
No, it's so weird. It's like, wow, his mom's name.
Okay, let me rephrase that. It's not that it's so freaking weird. It's that it's an odd name for a person because like Smee.
Shmi!
Smee! Yes! See? Smee!
Smee from Hook?
Yes! Smee versus Shmi. So you can get their names mixed up and not remember that her name is fucking Shmi. So like, it's an easy thing to forget if you're not a huge Star Wars nerd, which, let's be honest, that's what you are. That's what I am.
No.
Yes.
I hate Star Wars.
No, you don't. You love Star Wars. You
I hate
new
it.
Star Wars.
You have a lot of hate.
I hate everything.
You have so much hate, you love it. That's what made Anakin bad. There was so much hate versus love, alright?
With Anakin and Luke.
Wait, which one of us is Luke? Because I don't want to be Luke.
Yeah, you don't like Luke. You like Anakin better.
He's such a better character. Freaking Luke just whined. Yes, I get it. People were like, they always use that famous line, I hate sand. It's like, okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he hates sand, alright?
It's pretty logical. Wow, you're one of those guys?
Not logical. No, it's not a logical thing.
I mean, who doesn't hate sand, right?
No, that's not what I'm getting at. The reason I'm okay with Anakin...
It is annoying. It does get everywhere.
No, Anakin says I hate sand. But they're both from the same planet.
Yes.
The reason that I'm okay with Obi-Wan, with Anakin's whole statement is because like he was like, I wanted to get out of this place. Luke didn't really care to get out of this place.
Yes, he did.
No, he was like, I want to join my friend and fight in the freaking.
What else was he talking about for?
He wanted to fight in the.
No, he wanted to get off Tatooine. He was tired of working on a farm.
Anakin sand could relate back to.
Yes, because Anakin was literally like, I hate this planet. He didn't care about his friends. He didn't care anything about that was there. He just hated the planet where Luke was just like, I just want to go join this guy to go fight some random people because I just want to explore the
But
galaxy.
home was pain. It was pain for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Anakin was literally, I'm a slave, I'm in trouble, constantly having to deal with this shit. Like, so I get where,
Tuscans killed my mom.
yeah, so I get where Anakin came from, where he's like, I hate saying it because it reminds him of everything that he came from. Where Luke was literally like, I just want to go do random stuff because I'm a teenage kid who
Yeah.
just wants to go do whatever the fuck I want to go
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
But you keep telling me to do nothing.
Yeah, Luke's so much better.
No, well, yes, in some degree. Like, but
And he wants to fuck his sister. I mean, so.
Hey.
yeah, he
I
does
mean,
want to
who
fuck his
doesn't?
sister. A lot of people, actually. A lot of people don't want to fuck their
I
sister.
told you my pickup line I came up with, right? I told you my pickup line I came up with, right?
I didn't want to fuck
The pickup line I came up with, it's
the last one.
You didn't watch what?
it's hey, wow, you're really hot. You look a lot like my cousin.
You look a lot like my grandma.
Oh, God. All right.
The new one. And the new one.
All right, so we're gonna move on. So we're talking about episode 1, and we're talking about the fact that like the Gungans are shit, but congratulations to Naboo for being able to put the people they put into office the way they did.
Yeah, so they get to the planet core, and they go to rescue the princess, who at this point the Trade Federation.
Princess. No, she's queen.
She's queen. Sorry. Queen.
Princess is a really low title to jump down to. Right?
Not Padme, but
Padme.
Senator
Amidala. Padme is right.
Padme Amidala.
Yes. Padme Amidala. Which I don't know.
I thought Padme was a title.
I don't know what that is because her title was queen.
Queen Amidala.
Yeah, her title is Queen Amidala, but then she's later listed as Princess Padme. So I have no clue.
I guess it's Padme.
I have no clue. All right.
Yeah, anyways, so the Trade Federation's decided that they want her to sign a document that states the whole blockade is legal.
Yes. They're like, we're doing this justly.
They want them to agree on paper that it's okay. The city doesn't need to get involved.
What did the Nabooans have? Like, what did that whole planet have that they wanted? It was something like that blue ball? Wasn't
Apparently
the blue ball?
it was that energy generator they
yeah,
fought
like,
in.
they wanted that because it helps produce or help
The
create
final
their-
fight, or not
yeah,
the final fight, but
their
the fight,
freaking-
the big fight.
Yeah, it helps create the robots, the freaking droids, and all that shit. Like,
Well, I thought it was Naboo's infinite energy source they just had stored away in that powerhouse
powerhouse. Yeah,
that they fought in at the end.
You're probably right.
I thought that's what the blockade
and
was.
then
over.
Anakin goes and destroys it. Just by being a kid, he was like, "Oh my god, there's
No.
a gun!"
No, not that. He destroys a one of the ships, the Trade Federation blockade
Like a
ships.
huge ass ship. He destroys a huge ass ship.
Yeah, it's really big by destroying the core of it.
One
Yeah,
is
but-
4, by the way. 1 is 4, just with a different feel. Where like 7 was like, "Oh, this is clearly 4." 1 is also 4, just different.
Oh,
feeling.
because I got to destroy the Death Star.
Yes.
Right, it's like poetry. It's that it rhymes. That's the throwaway excuse.
That's the only difference between it and 7. Is
7 was like, whoa, you're 4.
Yeah,
You're
like
definitely
7
4.
was like, "Oh, hey, I found this poem. Now I'm going to change a few words here
Yeah, it was
and
like...
rewrite the same
where
exact poem."
1 is like, oh, you're 4.
Yeah, like, but you have to question it. You have to really delve into that moment.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
All right, so continue.
E.T. was in the Council of Aliens. E.T.'s in Star Wars universe.
You're right. He is.
Yeah, E.T.'s in the Star Wars universe.
You remember the little book I had, Michael? They gave you all the council members, which is like hundreds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a decent sized book. There's another Yoda in my council book. So there's Yoda, and then there's some chick version of him in that council book.
Yep.
And so I was like, whoa. As a kid, that blew my freaking mind.
Yeah, it's a whole alien race. There's a whole other alien race.
Because you never see another Yoda.
Right.
Where you see a lot of the other races, but you don't see Yoda. Like,
Right.
you know what Twi'leks are.
Yep.
You know whatever freaking, I'm going to call him Abdur, but, tentacle guy. If you played in the first PlayStation game, Phantom Menace, you were allowed to play him if you beat the game. You were allowed to play him against Darth Maul with Qui-Gon and all that shit. He had the orange lightsaber. Such a fucking badass character that only he was badass if you read the books.
Plo Koon?
Plo Koon.
No,
No,
hold
you're
on.
right.
Kit Fisto.
That is not his name.
You're talking about Kit Fisto.
His name is not
with the
Kit
tentacles?
Fisto. His name is not freaking Kit. Okay. Okay, Google.
The tentacle guy with the mask?
Who is the tentacle guy in Star Wars that wields the orange lightsaber? I'm just gonna do that because I have no clue what his name is.
Kit Fisto.
I feel like you're wrong.
Showing pictures that match.
It's Kit Fisto, right?
It's just cars. It's just fucking cars. It's like green cars.
Oh, nice. Cars. Good
Oh my
job,
God.
Google.
Yeah, right?
Google Kit Fisto. KIT-FISTO.
Oh, it thought I said wheels instead of wields.
Wheels. Ah. Green wheels, bruh. Orange wheels.
Yeah, it said orange. Orange lightsaber. That's the second part of it.
Orange wheels lightsaber.
We should let him watch that show.
Oh my God! Yes, you should watch that show. It should still definitely be.
To end the podcast.
I would say it should still definitely be after the Star Wars thing, but we're taking so long.
After the podcast, or to end the podcast, we should talk about what y'all think about redoing the first 3 episodes. How people
Of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've read a couple of things about that where people were like, "Dude, we should just completely redo Star Wars and start over."
Like, stop.
Yeah, which I'm actually I'm on board with that.
With Disney doing that.
Yeah, I'm on board with Disney totally doing 1, 2, and 3, and then as long as they don't fuck up 3, because 3 was honestly out of all the new movies or renditions or whatever you want to call it, 3 I actually enjoyed because it needed to because he was gonna become Vader,
Yeah.
and Vader's a dark character. So like if we're following Vader's storyline, he should be dark, but he should be better. Which I still prefer Hayden Christensen. A lot of people hate Hayden Christensen and said all the shit they did about him. I blame George Lucas for that because Hayden Christensen, if you watch the commentaries and stuff like that, Hayden Christensen gave ideas that George Lucas was like, no, this is the way that Anakin is.
Right, same with Luke. But the thing is that
Yes.
Anakin, people say, oh, Hayden Christensen did a bad job. No, you just don't like Anakin.
Yeah, you don't like Anakin. That's
You
what
don't
it
like
comes down to.
Anakin. No, he did a great job as Anakin. You
As
don't like
Anakin.
Anakin, which is the point. Anakin's the bad guy.
Yeah, because
which
you
is
know
why I'm
he's
watching-
the bad guy. Like, even when you watched, when did we find out he was a bad guy? Because for me, like, as a
In 4?
I thought it was.
does he say Anakin?
Oh,
in
no,
4?
5. It's 5.
Is Anakin where is 5 when they say
It's in
Anakin?
5, yeah. It's in
Okay,
Empire
so,
that it's like, oh, yeah, no, your dad is... Because they say Anakin in the first one is his dad. And
then
then
that's
in
when
the
you
second
find out.
one, they're like, yeah, by the way, your dad's Darth Vader.
So, okay, 5 is when we find out
Anakin is Vader.
So when we get Anakin the first time, as any freaking true Star Wars fan, you should have liked Anakin if you liked Darth Vader. Honestly.
Exactly. Because it's like, oh, yep,
So, like,
okay, this
when
is the
you
path.
get
This makes
pissed that he was
sense.
a whiny little bitch.
Right,
You're like,
but
well, think
that's
about
why he
where he
became Vader.
became
Yeah.
Vader. It's like, stop being a fucking cunt. Because you're just like, well, Anakin should have been less whiny because I remember Vader being like,
Right, because he becomes
I'm
that
a
guy.
badass. Well, let's build up to him being a badass.
Yeah.
You can't have a badass from the beginning because that's not a good character build. It really isn't. Like if your
It's like
character's
what they're doing with Kylo Ren.
yeah, if your character's a badass straight from the get, that's a dumb character.
Yeah, no.
It has no
really
character
is.
building. It has nothing going on. You literally made a character and that's it. And people are like, oh, that character.
Might as well be a Western.
Yeah, it should have. It might as well just been a Western if you're like,
Right.
I want my
Which
character to be this and that.
I try to tell people with Cobra Kai, freaking Cobra Kai 2, right?
I give no shits about that series.
That's fine. But Robbie is a character that is like really everything he says is awful. All of it's terrible. He has dumb faces. All this stuff is the worst. And I try to remind people, yeah, he's the bad guy.
Yeah, because
Remember, in this series, he's the bad guy.
I feel like that's the thing is people want to
And
love
they're
bad
like-
guys.
right.
They hate loving the bad guy as they become the bad guy.
Yeah, and it's like, no. Remember, this is the bad guy.
Like,
So
you
bad
can't-
guys are really obnoxious, and you don't like them.
Their
Everything
powers,
about them is the worst.
or they're freaking like super whiny. It's like they're the bad guy. They haven't become this I've dealt with shit bad guy yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're becoming that character that dealt with shit. So like people hating on it pisses me off because it's like he's Anakin. He literally played a whiny little bitch.
Yep.
And
Yep.
because he played a whiny little bitch, you get freaking Darth Vader. Because he grew up and realized, I can't be a whiny little bitch about everything. I went through war. I went through this. I went through this. So stop getting mad that Hayden Christensen played a character that George Lucas specifically.
Yeah, but we're on
wanted to put
episode
away.
1. In episode 1, Anakin was played by a different actor.
Yes, it was.
Who there was totally. I've seen the casting call. There was another actor that was totally the right fit.
Yes.
And
I know what you're talking about.
They picked the other kid instead. It was like, that kid was like, oh my god, this kid should totally be Anakin. That makes perfect sense.
And like, even if he'd have been, but Anakin and like, I think the problem is that most people were like, Anakin when we get introduced to him is in a whiny little bitch. I think that really is what George Lucas fucked up on. It's not that fact that like they were like, when we first get introduced to Anakin, he's kind of like Vader in a sense that he's like, I will do what is necessary. He shouldn't have done that. He should have made Anakin whiny from the moment we fucking met Anakin. Like, so we can have that character build. Because we started off with young Vader. Think about it. He was like, alright, I don't think this is a good idea, but fuck it, let's do it. Which is kind of a character development, where he's like, I don't think this is right. But, fuck it.
Right.
I'm going to do this moment.
We're skipping ahead in the plot line here to when his freedom is won in a pod race on a random gamble that Qui-Gon cheated.
Totally cheated.
With the Force. Cheated the gamble.
What did he do? Because I remember him using the Force, but I didn't actually think he did anything much beyond being like, give Anakin a better chance.
No, he literally made himself win a bet using dice.
Oh, you're talking about
that's when he did, like, he literally won the bet with the Force in order to get Anakin as a freed slave to follow him.
You're right.
And Anakin was like, yeah, but what about my mom? And he was like, hey, man, that's not what I'm here to do.
what does that make Qui-Gon? He's like, oh, I don't give a shit about your mother.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here to take you, little boy.
Yeah, little boy, come with me. Do you want some candy and ice cream too?
You're going to get freed by the Jedi.
Alright, that got dark. So, anyways. But, like, okay, I get what you're saying. So, we have that moment in Star Wars, Episode 1, where you have this whiny, not even whiny, you have a literally a young
cocky.
Darth Vader.
No, he's very cocky, because he's like, I can fly the pod. I'm the only human that can.
And I think he has I was going to say, he has a moment where it's like...
He's the only human that can pod race.
Yeah, he has a moment where he's like, yeah, the Force is strong in me. Because of that moment where
reaction speed is fast
He's
enough.
like, I don't know what it is that gives it to me, but I can totally fly this pod. No other human can do this but me. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay. Which, by the way...
And then he built it himself.
Yeah, and by the way, in the books, he does the same thing. And, like, somewhere near... Right before the Clone War or
How
during
was
the
the fact that he
Clone
built
War...
C-3PO?
He did totally build C-3PO. Which is an ingenious moment. So how smart is Anakin? No other Jedi is doing stuff like that. Anakin rebuilds Obi-Wan's... He rebuilds Obi-Wan's ship. Like, his droid for his ship. Because Obi-Wan's droid gets R2...
Oh, you're talking... No! Wrong movie.
R2-D4?
Wrong movie.
What
Shut
is
up.
his name?
Shut up.
What is that droid's name? He's given a name.
I know
I am probably right. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, he gets his droid. And he rebuilds his droid several times in books.
Right. But this is out of... This is episode 1.
This is episode 1. But episode 1... You're right. It shouldn't be involved because that's technically be closer to episode 2. That should be closer to episode 2.
Shuck it. You mentioned it. That's all. Don't expand on it.
All right,
you used it to reference the fact that he's good with equipment.
Yeah, so, like... But the thing is, like, no other Jedi can do it. How smart is that kid? That's an insane theory. Like, really, like, when people hate on freaking Anakin, how smart is he? He built a droid.
Smart, but yeah.
He built a droid at 9 years old.
Yeah.
And then you have this freaking lustrous freaking, what is Padme at that point? 18?
14.
Is she 14? Yeah, you're right. They're not that much older than each other. Still, she's still old enough that a 9-year-old kid shouldn't be what she's looking at is like, oh my god, I like this kid.
Yeah, I like that 9-year-old. Wait, what's Robin Hood's law? Right, isn't it? It's half your age plus 7?
So not his age? Ever?
Yeah.
Close to?
Yeah, exactly.
But either way. So you have Anakin, he shows up, he does this whole thing with the, I have an insane midichlorian count, which should have never been added.
Right, but he didn't know.
Yes, but, I mean, okay.
He, like Bane,
I say midichlorian
just used the Force without realizing.
Yes, I say midichlorian should have been added, but I actually am okay with...
No, that's science explanation.
Yeah, but I'm okay with the point that George Lucas was going with, which is where he brought in the Wisps, or whatever the fuck they're called. The force beings that created the midichlorians.
Oh, but wasn't that just a dream?
No. That was his thought process. That's where he wanted to go with it. According to him. As the creator.
What reference?
The reference is way past 1 and 2 and 3 and
But
7.
reference, where did you hear him say that?
It's in a interview when he was talking about, like, I wanted to make 7, but no one agreed with my idea of 7.
No, he didn't want to make 7.
No.
I can cite him saying that he was like, no, episode 7, 8, and 9 could never be made.
Because the fact is, what I was watching said that he was like, I had things written down, which you can actually go and look up. He had scripts written down for 7.
He wrote 7, 8, and 9 out, the plot line.
Yes,
he did
which
whenever
is
he
what
sold
he
it
wanted.
to Disney.
Yes, and they took it and did not use any of it.
Right.
But if you take what he wrote down, he wanted the Wisp. Or whatever the fuck they are. So, that being said, if we're going...
I don't know what this says anymore.
Yeah, it says random numbers and I don't get it. I don't care. I will break it down and
somehow
make
it's at 4924.
yeah, no, I don't care. I will fix it in the fucking editing. I don't
There's
care.
no way it's at 49 hours.
No, it's 4 hours in like
49 minutes.
Yeah, it's
49 minutes.
Is that 49 minutes? There's no way.
No. Look what time it is.
Austin messaged me. There's no way.
It's past 10? Yeah. No, there's no way. I got here around 8. It's been at least 2 hours.
Yeah, it was like Austin messaged me when he got here. There's
Minimum.
no way in hell. Okay, no, you didn't. You literally just showed up.
I just showed up. What are you talking about?
Because you do it all the time. Sometimes I'm not home, which is what I was talking to Michael about. I'm like, he doesn't tell me what the fuck, because I'll ask you a question like, hey, why are you asking? And you never say anything. So sometimes I go and make plans and leave, and you're like, where the hell am I? And you're like, hey, James, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not home. I'm over here doing this. Yeah, he did. He did exactly the same thing.
I do it all the time.
Over and over again. But you never learn from it. You're like Anakin. You don't learn from the fact that you hate sand.
There's plenty of times that I showed up to his last house where I would just walk in the door and I'd look around and I'd knock
And
on
I'm
his
not
room
there.
door and I'd be like, yep, James ain't home. And so then I'd be like, let me crack a beer. I'd drink a beer and I'd be like, all right, I'm done.
I agree. An hour is a good long podcast. That's why I'm going to break it up into parts. Because I'm going to break it up into parts based off of what's happening.
That's about an hour then, right?
I mean, based off of that, it should be closer to like 2.5 hours to 3.
That's how many we've recorded?
Yeah.
You've already recorded 2.5 hours on this?
All I want to know.
I thought it was an hour.
I just want to finish
Based off of
debate.
the time that he showed up, which was daytime.
Not debate. We're just talking about episode 1, bro.
Which
It's
is
episode 1. We
daytime.
haven't finished talking about episode
8
1.
o'clock?
You in this? You in this episode
7 or
1?
8 o'clock. It is now 10:39. So it should have been 2.5 hours to 3.
It's about
right
2
now.
something. Yeah. You in this episode
We'll
1?
be able to edit that big of a file on this.
I mean, based off of what I'm looking at it, there's something going on here. Oh,
What,
it's
you
still
done?
recording. It's still recording no matter what.
You done? You ready to stop? You saying we're out? Is
This
it
is
it? This is the end? We didn't finish episode 1, but at the same time, we talked enough
Remind
about
me
it.
tomorrow. What is this?
It's May the 4th.
Upgrade Mac OS Mojave. I don't know. Not now. We're not gonna update that right now. We'll
So-
update all of that tomorrow. I will fuck around with this, and we will still do the detailed things.
So
From where I was playing with it earlier
Look,
today, and I think I'm gonna break it all.
I want to smoke a cigarette. Let's end it here.
All right, this is the end of the pod.
Yeah. So for final thoughts, we've broken down. We made it
So
a quarter of the way at most.
We'll follow
Hold
Star
on.
Wars theory from all
We
the way
made
from May
it
the
a
4th to
quarter
May
of
5th.
the way. No, we're gonna skip straight to 3.
I said to May the 5th, not the movie.
May 5th, we're gonna talk about 3.
Revenge of the Sith. I didn't say that what movie we were talking about. I literally was like, yeah, we'll skip to May the 5th and talk about Star Wars. As if it's like this whole weekend is a Star Wars weekend, right?
But to finale, to
Okay.
be the finale for here's where, because we only made it like a quarter at most of the way through episode 1. But to cap it off,
I say we make it about halfway.
final summary of your thoughts on episode 1.
All right, my final summary of episode 1
Go ahead.
literally comes down to this. So we have Anakin, who is a good character. He was poorly written in this, is that he shouldn't have been wooden, which is what he was when we got Hayden Christensen. But we're not going on that. We're going on what he is now, which is that he showed up and was Darth Vader as a kid. That's what we got in episode 1. We literally got Darth Vader as a kid without all the knowledge of his Force abilities. So had he known his knowledge of Force abilities, I think he would have been choking motherfuckers left and fucking right. Honestly, based off of the way that we have Anakin as a freaking kid when we first get introduced to him, had he known about his Force abilities, Qui-Gon been like, no, this kid's a fucking Sith. Right away. Had he known about his Force abilities, he'd be like, kill that guy, I'm driving a pod racer, I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. You know?
My thoughts.
Yeah. Final thoughts.
My final thoughts on episode 1 are: if it wasn't for Jar Jar Binks, I don't think it would have been successful, which a lot of people believe otherwise.
Yes. A lot of people believe that way.
Jar Jar Binks distracted everybody from the fact that the damn movie was such a shit fest. It was such a shit show. It was
You're
George
so
Lucas.
right.
It was George Lucas.
George Lucas was
deciding-
smart enough to be like, dude, I wrote a terrible movie. Here's a funny character. He's a comedian. They're the whole damn movie.
He just got all excited that now all of a sudden everything he used to do analog was all digital, and it was like this. He had all this special effects you could do. And all
I
this
agree
stuff.
with you to some extent. I do agree
he helped
that
pioneer it.
Yeah, I do agree with you that he was
But it
like
could've
he got
been
excited, but I don't think he got excited about the analog or the digital as much as he got excited that all of a sudden like he had this huge fan craving when he literally went out and made a B-rate movie.
Yeah.
He made a B-rate movie that no one has seen the stuff that he'd done before, essentially, or they didn't understand that he did the same things that everyone else has done. He did it so differently that they were like, "Oh, this is new and unique." But then he got a fan craving that he was like, "Oh, I didn't expect to get billions and billions of people that like my movie." So when he got the chance and they came to him again and they're like, "Can you make another Star Wars?" He was like, "Fuck yeah!" They clearly loved my.
That's why he put another director on it.
Yeah,
he didn't direct the second movie.
He didn't direct the second movie because they were like, they clearly love. He was clearly like, they love what I wrote, but no. It wasn't.
He's like, there's no way I could recreate lightning in a bottle.
No,
I'm gonna have
not.
someone else do it.
That's why the first movie he came out, he did it himself because I think he was full of himself in the first movie because he got that fan craving. He got that whole.
All right, but we're getting really sidetracked from the fact that Jar Jar Binks
is the reason
episode 1 does well.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting final thought.
All right, but for now, everybody, are you signing out?
Yeah, signing out.
Signing out.
Signing out.
Michael signing out.
Wow.
Signing
I
out
don't
as-
know why we're signing out. This is really lame.
I'm signing out because the whole fact is I want to sync.
I just thought
I want a
done.
sync moment. All right, because we need to get ourselves in the habit of syncing if we're gonna do video.
Well, why don't we end on a song?
I need us to sync out. Fine, we can fucking end it on a song. We still said sync, so I can still do it. It doesn't matter.
Let's end on a song.
I'm still gonna end my side of the pod the same way I always end it.
What are you feeling?
Sing.
I think we should name the song before we sing.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Which gives us
so
a
we can
theme.
give us a theme. Okay, yeah, let's
like
fucking
May
do it.
May the 4th.
Oh, we're going Star Wars theme.
Crap, Star Wars. Okay, well, episode 1 then, bro. A song about episode 1.
So no, the song should be called. Oh fuck! I was thinking like a Phantom something. No, he wants to name something, but like, fine, fuck it, episode 1. But I will come up with a name.
So we gotta make a song that's about episode 1, right?
Jar
That's
Jar
the
Binks.
that's the catch. Do I need to start it?
Darth Jar Jar? Can I call it just Darth Jar Jar?
Do I need to start it?
Yeah, you need to start. You're the guitarist, and he's gonna sing, right? You're gonna sing, right?
Whoa, somebody.
Yeah, no, it's happening because I'm gonna go to the
Let's
bathroom
sing.
real fast.
Okay.
Wait, are you gonna make it like?
I feel like this should have more. This should have more planned out thought. Like,
No. You gotta do it improv. Improv, you don't get time. You gotta pick it on the fly.
We were sent on trade negotiations. Trying to figure out what happened.
I have no clue what you were singing after this point, but
Jar Jar. Darth Jar Jar.
I once was a space cowboy. They called me John. I met a young gungan. He helped me sing songs. We traveled around this world, yeah, and we helped the young.
I feel like this is terrible guitar.
This is such an interesting guitar playing. I love
That's
it.
the only thing on this.
Yeah. it's just okay. But you gotta keep playing at this point. Like eventually you should change it up, but it shouldn't be the same thing the whole way through. So
Okay, here, let's build it up.
He had the force, or so he said. I didn't know what to do till he lifted up my skirt. Yeah, lifted up my. He said, I'm gonna be the greatest, yeah. I can take you anywhere. I can take you anywhere. I can take you anywhere. Oh, oh yeah. So left, right, left. We had the moment that they forgot. We stole the car. We had a theft that they did not. Is it all a game? Is it all a game? 1, 2. That went so long. Welcome to the West Side Road. I can tell you right now in Tatooine, I got my lightsaber going so broke. I can be the best you've ever seen. Everybody walk away, act like you're gangster. But I can tell you right now with my flips and shit, you can't stop me. I'm the king of all of this. Everybody say my name, Darth Maul, bitch. Stop, back up, or walk away. You can't tell what I'm gonna do today. I'm an assassin best that you ever seen. Walk away and tell me that I'm fucking great. Walk away and tell me that I'm great. Walk away and tell me that I'm great. Darth Jar Jar, greatest that we've ever seen before. Darth Jar Jar.
I don't